evening, gang. It's another Wednesday night. Wednesday the 27th of, April? Wednesday the 27th of April 2022. A very good evening to you, and welcome to our little live chat show coming to you from Bracknell in Berkshire. I'm really pleased about this. I mean, you haven't seen this jacket for a while, have you? Now, why is that, do you think? Why haven't you seen this jacket for a while? Because I couldn't get into the damn thing. That's why. Too fat. Well, I was pleasantly surprised this afternoon. And I got on the scales and I thought I'd give myself a little weigh because we've now got Easter out of the way. Most of the chocolate is finished. Well, all the chocolate from Easter is finished, but there's a little additional thing which I'll show you later. Okay, all the chocolate's finished. The hot cross buns have been and gone. There's only one lot of bread now a week on a Friday, and that's for Maureen's delicious sandwiches that she brings in either on a Friday or a Friday. A Friday or a Saturday. Well, that nearly sounds rude, doesn't it? Either on a Friday or a Saturday, depending on which day she's in. And but you know, a little bit of crisps here and there, a little bit of chocolate here and there. And I weighed myself this morning after I got back from the swimming pool, 13 stone 3. And I'm well happy about that. Right at the beginning of Lent, I was 13 stone 11. Okay? So I'm really, really pleased about that. And that was unexpected because the last time I weighed myself was just before the Easter, the Good Friday, the hot cross buns and all that. And it was 13 stone 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. 6, 5, 4, 4. So we've done another £3, and I'm well pleased about that. Very happy. And I was just in the other room. I put the white shirt on, which was very tight before, but has now got a bit of breathing space. And I went to my cupboard. I was going to bring out the Clouds jacket today, and then I saw this. I thought, I bet that still don't fit. And I've put it on. Okay, I can't do it up. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, I mean, where are we? Where's the wide one? I can never remember which is. There it is. There's the wide one. Okay. I mean, there's no way I can do that up, but it looks okay, doesn't it? I think I'd look quite good on the UK on the new Talk TV programme, wouldn't I? Now, you know, a little bit dressed up as always. Almost as good looking as Eamon Holmes sitting there in the morning on GB News. So that's good news there. And today I've just recovered actually from coronavirus vaccine number 4. I've had my 4th booster, which was on Monday afternoon at 2:00. Now I had it at that time because usually not usually, sometimes after any sort of vaccine I get really tired. Hours later, I mean, it doesn't happen immediately, you know, hours later, I get really tired. So I thought I'd have it then, and that would give me time to be tired sort of that evening and maybe the next morning before work on Tuesday night at the karaoke that I do. Anyway, so I went down the doctor's for a 2:00 appointment. I got there around about 1:45, just in case there was a queue again. Because you made me remember last time I went for the 4th injection, there was this queue a mile long out the door, and he would have been there a minimum of an hour waiting in the queue. And I thought, oh, sod that, mate. And I came out and came back here and rearranged the appointment. So I got there this time around about 1:45, and there was already a small queue. I would say about 8 to 10 people in this queue, and I thought, no, that's not too bad. And they have volunteers there as well, you know, helping you stay in the queue and indicating that it's your turn to come forward. And I was in and out of there. And a lovely bloke done my injection, actually. It worked for the St. John's ambulance. Looked possibly a little bit older than me. Because they're all volunteers. All those people helping to usher in the queue, they're all volunteers. They all tend to be sort of an age, sort of oldish people who've got nothing else to do, I suppose. And the St. John's ambulance bloke, he sat me down and started asking me questions. And I had a good old chat with him, actually. Was really interested to know. So I had that done. And I came back. Monday, so this would be Monday afternoon. I went to bed. for a little while. I got up about 6:30 and I felt completely all right. You know, I didn't have anything to do Monday night, so I went for a walk over the forest because it's still bright at the moment, so that was quite nice, walking over there. Come back here, watch some telly, had some dinner, and I did start to feel a little bit tired, actually. But then again, it was now like 11 o'clock, and I thought, oh, maybe it's time for bed now. Anyway, I went to bed, and I couldn't sleep. Couldn't sleep Monday night, or I had great difficulty sleeping, you know. I'm lucky. I'm one of those people who can usually close their eyes, and I'm out fairly quickly, you know. But I had terrible trouble sleeping on the Monday night, and I had this with the last vaccine. Exactly the same. Not the afternoon sleep, the couple of hours in the afternoon. My main sleep at night is interrupted or doesn't happen because of this injection. Anyway, so Tuesday I got up and I was so tired. Oh God, here we go. Oh, I don't want to do anything today. Oh, it's a little bit like that. That's the side effects that these things seem to give me. I've also had this with a flu one before. I think with all of the coronavirus ones, I've had this, oh, I don't want to do anything now. I just don't want to do anything. And, you know, you struggle to get on with your day. And I did my radio show Tuesday morning. And then basically I watched a bit of telly, had a very early lunch, about 11:30, because I had some stuff in the slow cooker, spaghetti arrabetta stuff. And then I went to bed. And I did sleep sort of for those 3 hours. Then I got up to go to work and I was like, oh, I'm so tired. But I never cancel work. Never. I mean, I've got to be really ill to have to cancel work. I mean, seriously ill. If I ever cancel work on you, right, I'm serious. Not this, okay? If I'm not feeling up to this, I'll just, put a message up or something on the Facebook. So I went to work and I had to sit down at night. I was just so tired. And actually, on the way home, I started to feel a little bit better on the way home. So that would be about 11:30 at night. But it was quite exciting on the way home. There was a crash. There was a crash on the way home. Yeah. Oh, yeah, on the North Circular Road. There's a junction. There's lots of junctions on the North Circular Road. So I'm sitting at these lights. Now, was I first? I think I was first, actually. So there's a road that goes that way, and there's a road that goes that way. There's one road going that way, and then it splits up. So 2 lanes go that way, and 2 lanes go that way, and there's another road coming across it like that, okay? So my light's gone green, and I've pulled off. I don't tear away from lights. I'm pretty slow going away at lights. You know, if you've got an Uber driver behind you in one of those Prius cars, they start flashing away like this. Yeah, all right, mate. No rush. I'm never in a rush in a car. And I'm never in a rush because I give places plenty of time to get there. No need to rush your ass off, worrying, oh, I'm going to be late. Oh, I must get there. No, don't need to do that. Ever. So I take it nice and easy coming off. And then I heard the most almighty bang, right? And I looked over to my right, so I'm going that way. And this road here, I had to give away to this. Well, which was the car? Yeah, I've got to give away to this road here. So you kind of pull forward and then see what's going on there, right? And this car had come across. His lights had gone green. Well, someone's gone straight for a red light again, at speed. I mean, the most almighty bang. There was all steam coming out this engine, and you could see the bloke who was coming across there, all his airbags had come on the side. The one in front of him didn't seem to be illuminated, or what's it called? Not impregnated, inflated. That didn't seem to be inflated, but the ones on the side did. And this bloke had come for a red light. And as I've said before, you know, the light hadn't just gone red. It wasn't a case, and there's so many people that do this, you know, yellow, red, and whoosh, you put your foot down. Or people, not me, people put their foot down, whoosh, and they're through, right? No, this light would have been red for 2 or 3 seconds now. And the times I've seen this in London seems to be particularly bad at this now, where people jump red lights left, right and centre. We need more cameras on red lights. We absolutely do. You've got to put more cameras on these traffic lights to catch these so-and-sos. You know, and the bloke coming across, he was just sitting there. He looked completely dazed to me. But there's more to the story here, because as I'm kind of looking over, then I looked the other way to carry on my journey, and then I heard beep, 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 and loads of people screaming and shouting and laughing. And a Land Rover, like what's the big one? A Range Rover, an old Range Rover. I heard its tyres screech as it went really close to the accident, and they'd opened the windows and they were laughing, ha 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 ha, and shouting stuff at this car. So whether or not there was something going on between those cars, racing or something like that, I don't know. It didn't look like anyone was injured to me. But my God, that car had just gone right in like that. The bonnet was up like the steam pouring out of this car. Awful. Red light runners again, you see. It must happen so many times. Like I say, it's bad enough when they suddenly put their foot down at the last minute. You know, when it's going in yellow to red, as people do that. But more and more people seem to be jumping these lights when 2 or 3 seconds have elapsed between the light going red and your light going green. Because generally, certainly in London, there's a little bit of a delay. You know, that goes red and 1, 2, 3. And then the other one starts going yellow, green, doesn't it? What a bleeding idiot. I just felt so sorry for the bloke who was going across, really. Nearly happened to me once, many, many years ago, about 15, 20 years ago now, in Richmond, which I've told you about before, and I was at these traffic lights. It was about 2:30 in the morning. I was coming home from work, and I was sitting at this red light, junction, Lower Richmond Road and Clifford Avenue in southwest London, Mortlake, I think it's Mortlake, that area. And as I was sitting there, this light went green, and I had a bag of crisps in between my legs, as I often have on the way home. And this the light went yellow, and then it went green. I thought, oh, and in that split second, I thought, shall I have another handful of crisps before I take off, or shall I take off? I'll check in the mirror. I know that sounds like a long thing, what I've just said to you there. Like, oh, shall I have a handful of crisps or shall I take off? I'll check if there's anyone behind me. But that all happens instantaneously, you know. I'm just explaining it to you. And I looked in the mirror and there wasn't anyone behind me. So I then put my hand, and the light was green now. Light's now green, okay? I put my hand in my crisps and pulled out of them like that. And just as I touched the accelerator and moved off slowly, an articulated lorry came straight across where I should have been had I have not had that bag of crisps. So the moral to that story, of course, is crisps make your car safer. So I must always have a bag of crisps in future. On the way home, mustn't I? And so there we are. So that was the crash. Anyway, so I got back home, went to bed. I slept really well last night. And when I got up for my radio show this morning, I was fine. I felt fine, you know. So fine that I finished the show, walked up to the swimming pool, knocked out my 60 lengths up there, came back here, had some lunch. Then I had to go to town, to Bracknell Town Centre. I had to buy a couple of things, a cake and some stuff from Marks and Spencer's. I had one left, unfortunately, which was slightly, you know, when you buy a cake, if it's not been stored, you get a little bit of a sort of flat side. It was the only one they had left, unfortunately. And it was quite funny. There was a specific cake I was after, right? And as I got to the cake centre in Marks and Spencer's, there is 2 women and a child. And they're standing right in front. You can't get to the bloody cakes because these 3 are standing in front there. But this little boy was all excited. And this one goes, go on, what cake do you want? Do you want the one with the football on it? No, I don't want the one. Do you want this one here with a little unicorn on it? No. Oh, can I have that one, Mum? And he's pointing right at the cake that I want. And it's a rainbow cake, all different colours. And it's surrounded by little sprinkles. I want the one with the... Oh, well, what about this one here? Mum, I want the one with the sprinkles on it. And he's pointing at this cake. One left. I thought, oh, no. Anyway, I had the option at that point, of course. Excuse me, can I just grab that cake, please? Or picking that cake out. But I didn't. And I thought, you know, if they're going to buy that cake and he really wants that one, let him have it. I'll find one somewhere else. But he didn't in the end. He chose something. I don't know what it was, a train or something like that. He chose another one in the end. And as they walked off, I then grabbed it quickly in case he changed his mind. So that was my little trip to Marks and Spencer's, and I had to buy... what else did I buy while I was there? I think that's it, actually. I went to Primark. I went to Primark while I was in town as well. I bought some nice stuff. I can show you a little bit later. And I had that. And I cycled back home. I've had a couple of hours sleep, and I'm perfectly all right now. So it's funny. But it seems to be with those Pfizer. It was a Pfizer booster. With those, each time I've had one, the recovery seems to get longer. I don't know why that is. This one wasn't 48 hours. It was so 2 o'clock, 24. Let's 24, 34. Let's say 36 hours. It was a 36-hour period of tiredness, which is better than dying from coronavirus, of course, you know. But nevertheless, the first one I seem to remember as like 4 or 5 hours, and the second one was about 12 hours. This one was more like 36 hours. Strange, isn't it? If you've had your coronavirus booster, well, I'm on the 4th one now. Most people haven't got the 4th coronavirus injection yet. It's only for people with certain things. I have a bit of a problem with my immune system. Okay, so they always call me, along with many other different people, ahead of what's going on there. All right, with normal people. So most of you, if you've gone for the injections, and I know some of you haven't, that's entirely up to you. Most of you are probably up to your 3rd one. But I'm wondering, what sort of symptoms have you had after you've had any of the boosters or the main injection or anything like that? I heard some people have said they've had clots, as you well know. DJ Chris said he had clots, and I questioned the St John's ambulance bloke about that. And he was such a nice man and sat there. He had time to talk to her. And he said, honestly, there's practically no chance at all of you getting a blood clot from a coronavirus vaccine. It's probably from something else. And one of the things that causes blood clots is sitting there doing nothing, not walking around enough. I mean, I think sometimes people convince them to... convince people or convince themselves that they're doing enough. Actually, walking around the house to the kitchen to go and get yourself another piece of cake, or up and down the stairs to do something in the bedroom, I don't think that's enough. You've got to do something else. Yeah. Oh, well, I walked down the shops today. No, it ain't enough, mate. You know, you've got to go out and walk for a good hour at a reasonable speed. Like this. Like you do with the shops. I did feel sorry for this old lady today, actually. I was walking back to my bicycle because I cycled in, and she was struggling up this. It's a bit of an incline. I said, "Are you all right, love?" She said, "Oh no." She said, she seemed to have been all my knees. She's got. I said, "You got trouble with your knees?" She said, "No, I'm just effing knackered." She said. She's about 80 years old. I'm highly amused when I hear old people swear, because of course you never used to hear your nan swear, or I didn't anyway. Never heard my parents or nans ever. Only my dad once, and I'd really pissed him off. I can't remember what it was. It was something to do with watching something on the telly. I can't remember what it was, but I really pissed him off, and he swore. That's the only time I ever heard him swear. But when I hear old people like nans and people like that moaning, swearing these days, you know, I find it very funny. Mind you, my sister's a nan and she swears like a trooper, as you well know. Anyway, boys and girls, let's see who's there today. Anyone who's sending a message, you can send it. You can write on the chat box. I'll dip in and out of that, as always, gang. All right. Sometimes I miss the messages on the chat box because it's so busy and people tend to be talking about other things as well as this program, right? Saying hello to each and every. So I can miss it on there. If you want to get a message direct to me, use the text number at the top there, 07451 287 337 is my text number, right? 07451 287 337 for the text. Or you can send an email if you want. The email address is there if the text doesn't work. Chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. And thanks for joining us, as always, on this Wednesday night for our little bit of fun. Next week's show, of course, will be coming to you from our luxury Waterside Media Centre, all over the 4G network, all wirelessly, no wires anywhere. How exciting is that? Because, of course, I'm going up there next week for Baby Frank's christening, which I'm looking forward to. Yeah, Baby Frank, being christened now. It's all happening up there. Not only that, my niece is at this moment on the way down. I was going to say down south, but she's coming from Scotland, you see. So when I say Scotland, I don't mean, England, Scotland, there's the border, and they're there. They're there. It's a long blooming drive. And I think she's getting to my sister's tomorrow morning at 1 o'clock. So I would assume by now she's crossed the Scottish border and she's back in England because they're living in Lottymouth at the moment for the next few years. I'm going up there to visit in October. And I've got the plane tickets. I'll tell you about that a little bit later on. Let's read some of these messages. Hello to Diane Jebb. Good evening, Diane. Welcome to our show today, my darling. Thank you, Diane. Good morning to Vera. Evening, Vera. Well done on your weight loss, Chris. Thank you, Vera. Yes, I'm convinced it's bread and cakes that do the most damage. I really am. Because like I said to you at the beginning of the show, I've been having the occasional bag of crisps. I had 2 bags of crisps last night, one of which I had to burn myself. No cheese and onion in the pub. Terrible, dear. So I've had a couple of bags of crisps here and there. Not 1 bag a day, but a few bags here and there. But no bread. Only once a week bread. Cakes? No, I haven't had any cakes yet. I haven't had any cakes. I've had a bit of chocolate. And the hot cross buns, but apart from that, I'm convinced it's the bread and cakes that do the damage. People say pastry is really bad, but I've had apple pies and I quite like the Linda McCartney vegetarian pies. They're really nice. Although Aldi do their own one. I think they're called no steak pies or something like that, and they're quite nice. I do like a pie, don't you? Pies. I'd like to get a pie and mash soon, I think. Yeah, I don't know if we've actually got any around here. Vera, could you have a look? Pie and mash, Berkshire. None of that nasty green liquor, though. Last time we had one of those was in Surrey, weren't it? Pfft, pie and mash for 2. And a pudding, admittedly. And a couple of drinks. Non-alcoholic. 45 quid. Nah, never again, mate. Six, I think it's $6 or $7.99. Double pie and mash in Peckham. Actually, I've got a very good friend in Peckham called Blakey. He's a bit mad, and you would have seen him at karaoke's now and again. I might actually take a trip because I haven't been to Peckham for years. Really? Yeah, I was. We lived in Peckham from when I was a little baby till 1969. Jones and Higgins was the big department store, no longer there. But I haven't been to Peckham for years. I think I went once in 1983. That's when I got married and it all went wrong. And I think that year I went to visit my nan in Peckham by train, if I remember rightly. Years since I've been there. Gosh. But apparently there's a good pie and mash shop there, which is like $6 or $7.99 for double pie and mash. I could meet up with my friend Blake and anyone else around the Peckham area. We could have a little bit of a meet up, couldn't we? Eh? Peckham pie and mash. Perhaps that's what I'll do for my 60th birthday next year. Let's all meet at a pie and mash space somewhere. Good evening to Fran Green. Good evening, Fran. Do you know what I've been trying to learn on the organ, Fran? You know the song, I played it the other day, OT Quartet, Hold That Sucker Down. Da 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 da. I'm trying to play that on the organ, but there's so many key changes and a lot of black notes. I'll keep practicing it and see how we get on. I'm not very good at it at all yet, really, but I love to play that at church. There's a fellow, actually, a young lad on TikTok who plays dance music on this church organ. I think he got into trouble with it one day because he went to play the church. Someone had locked it up, and he says it's never been locked up. He used to go into his local church. I think he must play at mass or something like that, or maybe it's I'm not sure it's a Church of England or Catholic one. Going in there and playing dance music, and my God, did it sound good! No music in front of him, all by ear. You know, evening to Gary Ross. Evening to Gary. Could you sing Happy Birthday to Project Man for tomorrow? Yes, of course. Of course. It's my nephew's birthday tomorrow. Is he there? Is he there? Oh, he might still be busy because his what's it called? Is his premiere finished yet? He did say he'd be a couple of minutes late. I had a little FaceTime with him around about 25 to 8. He said, I'm just putting my premiere on now at 20 to 8. Was it 20 to 8 or quarter to 8? I said, how long is it? He said, 18 minutes. I said, well, that's 3 minutes into my show. I mean, can you imagine if I was someone like Piers Morgan? He wouldn't be happy. Oh, no, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I did notice that there weren't many people here at the beginning of the show. You know, don't worry about me. Sitting there on my own, chatting away to myself. So Gary Ross wants to wish my nephew happy birthday today. So it's tomorrow instead. It's not today, tomorrow. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, nephew Gary. Happy birthday to you. Yes, and I believe my nephew Gary is, I think he's 37 tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Is tomorrow, isn't it? Or is it Friday? 1 minute. Wednesday, March, May, April. 28th. When's that? Oh, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow, isn't it? So happy birthday for Gary for tomorrow. 37-year-old nephew, eh? Gosh. And don't worry, there will be Uncle Cuddles for you. He hates that. He hates that when I cuddle him. When I go round to their house, when I'm up at the Luxury Waterside Media Centre, I go round to their house, and at the end of the visit, I always make sure I get everyone a cuddle. Yeah. Evie gets a little cuddle. Harry gets a cuddle. And then when I'm about to leave, I pretend I've forgotten someone. Have I forgotten to go? I say, oh, my little nephew. And he goes like this. And the two other kids, run over and protect him from my cuddle. Very hurtful, really. It's hurtful. Hurtful not to want to be cuddled. Thank you very much. Happy birthday, Gary. I've got a little job for him next week. Yes. The fence has blown down at the caravan. Look at this, dear. Look. Huh? Fence blown down. So we think it's just a couple of new posts that we've got to put in there. And Gary, I see what he means now. I said to him, well, probably I don't know what he'd do, but I think what he's going to do is get some more posts, put them against the original posts and bolt them to them. Oh, that'll last 20 years, won't it, eh? I doubt I'll be doing it again. I don't think the caravan will last another 20 years, to be honest. But, yeah, that's what we're going to do. But he did say one of them's a bit awkward because there's something in the way. Now, I see what he means now. With that planter, I suppose you could cut a little bit out of the planter with one of those round sawing things, or a jigsaw. I don't know what he does, to be honest, but he'll be able to do that with a lot of help from his dad. Sometimes his dad comes and helps him do those sort of things. So there we are. That's the fence down that the caravan. Oh, incidentally, did I show you the picture of the tree or not that I had to cut down? Yeah, it's down. There we go. There it is. There. Now you can see how big it was. I see they haven't cleared up the sawdust. That tree, that's in the garden of the house I own up north. It's only a small house, but it's a lovely house. As you can see, it backs onto fields. Beautiful view you've got out of the bedroom there. Stunning view, right? But they couldn't see anything because it's in. I mean, it's tall. Was it enormous, beautiful, mature sycamore tree? But it's been cut down now, so I can't remember if I showed you the picture of that. It's all happening in the world of woodwork, you know. All happening in the world of woodwork. Good evening to Shania still. Evening, Shania on the Isle of Wight. She's recovered from her Easter services as head of the Catholic Church on the Isle of Wight. And I'm pleased. There has been occasions where I've made little errors, perhaps in liturgy or something like that. And Shania is always there to correct me, aren't you, Shania? Thank you very much for your correcting me. Thank you very much, darling. Evening to Maureen. Good evening, Maureen. How's your chest? Have you fully recovered now, my love? Maureen had a little bit of a chest issue, so she didn't come out Tuesday. Evening to George Bond. Why is there a bag behind you? All comes to those who wait, George. It all comes to those who wait, my darling. There we are. Hello to Heidi. Hello, Heidi. And it's Heidi's birthday tomorrow. Is it really? Hello, Heidi. Is this a new number, darling? Little Heidi in London. Well, we'll have to sing you happy birthday as well, Heidi. Are you ready, my love? You remember Heidi? She used to pop up all the time, didn't she, on the chat box? Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Heidi. Happy birthday to you. All right, Heidi. Nice to see you pop up there, Heidi. Hope you're doing well, my love. She moved from Fulham some time ago, didn't you, darling? Hello to Greg. Evening, Greg. How's it going, Greg? Are you keeping yourself busy? Eh? Always good to keep yourself busy, especially if you're a little bit, you know, upset or depressed. Very good idea to keep yourself busy, my friend. What you've been doing, let us know. Vera says they do vegan pie and mash. Green, here we are. Oh, it's quite, Newbury's actually quite far from me, believe it or not. Greenaway pie and mash in Newbury Racecourse. That would be quite far away from here. Try Bracknell, Vera. Vera is in charge of all the goings on when it comes to research here, not only on this programme, but on the excellent Reach on Air programme that I host Monday to Friday, 9 till 10 a.m. There you go. It's there tomorrow morning. Do come along. If you've got a smart speaker, all you've got to do is say the lady speaker's name. You know her name. Play radio station Reach on Air. And make sure you say play radio station Reach on Air. Say it slowly and she'll get it first time. If you say play Reach on Air, sometimes you get reached by S Club 7 and stuff like that. So we're there tomorrow morning just after the 9 o'clock news, okay? John Parrish. John Parrish is 73 on Friday. Gosh. He says, how I've reached this age, I have no idea. Feel free to donate via PayPal. Hey, do you want to buy a pension or some a present for his birthday? I think we're going to have to sing to you as well, John, because we're not here and you're not there at the radio show usually. So, gosh, there's a lot of birthdays today. Any more? Any more for any more? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, John Parrish. Happy birthday to you. All right. There we are. Perhaps we can get something for you, John, for your birthday. He says, I get my pie and mash delivered by a Manses in London Bridge Road. Jellied eels, 45 quid for jellied eels, door to door. Blimey. 45. Do you really spend that 45 quid on I can't think of anything worse. Oh, jellied eels. Have you seen them? The only times I've ever seen jellied eels is at these little, like you have them on the seafront, you know, like wooden huts with a window in it. Some of them got wheels because they trail them around, don't they? You know, jellied eels, please. And they give you like a plastic cup. They look absolutely vile. And in this plastic cup is this like translucent, like a white coloured jelly stuff. And bits of chopped up eels in them. Oh, I can't think of anything worse. That's almost as bad as eating that Chinese food. I won't touch that either. I only ever had that one. Don't tell me you don't like it if you don't try it. I've tried it, believe me. Oh, it's vile, that taste. You can't get rid of that smell in your house for ages. Oh, no, certain things. Certainly jellied eels, I would never have those. You know those little stalls? And what's the other thing? Cockles and whelks. They got this little tray there, and they got this little spiky thing. Picking it out of its shell. No, oh, snails. There's another one. Oh, I just get this snail out. Like, oh, God. I hope you don't have any of those sort of things on the Isle of Wight, Shania. Hey, just chips is okay. Just chips, please. Thank you very much. Oh, what other seafood do they do? Crab sticks. Years ago, when I had some access to my son, when he was about 5 or 6, he used to like crab sticks. I think my sister likes crab sticks. Pink and white things, isn't they? No. Just trying to think what other seafood they do at those. It's cockles and whelks, jellied eels. That's a sea thing, isn't it? And a pie and mash shop. What else do they do? Kippers? What else do they do? Those cockles and whelks, they're tiny things. I mean, how many of those do you need to eat to fill up your stomach? Possibly about 10 families of them. I feel sorry for them, I really do. Oh, no. Oh, hang on. Shania says, do half birthdays count? I am 25 and a half on Friday. No, they don't, darling. I'm so sorry, Shania. And when it is your birthday, Shania, I'll give you the choice of having happy birthday or a hymn of your choice, which I will sing live on this programme. I might even prepare it downstairs on the organ. I'll sing a hymn for you. Hey? I want to do Immaculate Mary because May's coming up soon, isn't it? Well, it's next week. May's soon. So we've got a rota going now. I kind of implemented it before anyone else got a chance, Shania. Shania knows a little story, don't you, my love? I kind of implemented this rota because no one seemed to be doing anything about it. So I implemented it. I sent it. Okay, I've done this rota temporarily until we get a little meeting going. And that just seems to have worked. When is it? I'm on again on the 15th. This week it's guitars. The week after it'll be John. And the week after that it'll be me on the 15th. And then on off sort of a bit like that. That kind of works out well. Oh, did I tell you, Shania, have you been with the radio show this week at all? I was sitting halfway I kid you not, this is not a joke. Halfway through the gospel on Sunday, I'm sitting there kind of looking down. I tend to have my head bowed a lot in church. I don't know why that is. Just seem to do it automatically. And I kind of looked across the organ and I jumped out my skin. I kid you not. A spider crawled underneath one of the keyboards. We have 2 keyboards. Underneath one, I saw the spider go across. It was at least 10 feet across. I mean, you couldn't see the organ. The spider was so big. And I went like that. Oh, I didn't make any noise. Like that I went. And the choir, they situated right behind me. They all look, what's up? I said, spider. They started laughing. It's only about that big. Yeah, you don't think the other organist put it there last week, do you? I mean, strange things have happened, Shania. Was it a tarantula? I don't know if it was a tarantula. I don't know. I didn't look. I got my piece of paper with my notes all like that it was, and I saw it drop down in between the petals at the bottom, and there it was. So I got my bit of paper and I shoved it back again. I hope it makes another appearance on Sunday when I'm not there. Trying to poison me. Spiders. Let's have a look. Sorry, my little mouse isn't working. There we are. That's Heidi there. Oh, no, she's had the same number for years. You haven't texted this number before, though, have you, darling? Okay, and that's why. Let's put you in the list. And then I'll always know it's you. Heidi London. Is that all right? H-E-I. Oh, put an E there. H-E-I-D-I. Heidi London. There you go. Now I'll always know it's you texting, darling. All right. That's this quite for you because you haven't been there for a while. So this is a new way of communicating with me. So you jump when you use the text number to talk to me, you completely jump the queue in the text box. All right. Greg has indeed been keeping busy. I'm glad you have. Yeah, always a good thing to do, Greg. He walks the dog. Got a friend's car to respray next week. Oh, you do that, do you? My younger nephew does that. That's his job. He works, I think, for Audi, actually, now. He did have his own business for a while, but he was quite lonely doing that. So he gave that up and went to work for Audi, and he's been there, got to be a year and a half now. He's very, very happy there. He's my younger nephew, Jimmy, as I say. He's 26 now. He's got a little boy with his beautiful girlfriend, Charlotte. She's quite talented. She does handicraft things, like makes cards and things like that. For my great niece Olivia's funeral last year, she designed these little bags with a little ribbon on it, and inside they would put bulbs, flower bulbs for you to plant and stuff like that. Yeah, she's very talented as well. She's got her own online shop. Actually, I can't remember if anyone's what's the online shop on Facebook? Someone let me know that, and I'll mention it. Okay. I'm glad. He says, I can't stop doing nothing. I drive myself crazy. Well, of course, same as me, mate. Same as me. I'll be all right tonight now. Now that I've done this, okay, after this, I'll go downstairs, have a bit of dinner. What should I have tonight? I haven't got any pizzas left. I really like these stuffed pizzas that you get in Lidl and Sainsbury's. A bit dearer in Sainsbury's, of course, £3.75. I think in Lidl they're about £3 or even £2.75. But they've got stuffed crust. Now, there's two types, okay? The ones in Sainsbury's, I think it's Carlos. I believe it's Carlos, if I remember right. And they do the stuffed crust with, like, tomato paste across it, or stuffed crust with cheese. I prefer the ones with the tomato paste. A little bit spicy, actually. Very, very tasty indeed. And like £3.75. Don't worry about bleeding Domino's. I'll have mine from Domino's. It's only £25 delivered. Well, you got more money than me, mate. Well, probably not. But nevertheless, why spend it when you don't have to? No, I prefer the one with the tomato crust. Carlos. That's the name of the brand. They got them in Sainsbury's. And they might be Carlos or under a different name in Lidl. Audi don't seem to do the ones with the tomato paste. I found the ones with the cheese stuffing, which are okay, but not as nice as the other ones, all right? So, very tasty. But I haven't got any left, so I'll probably have... bit late for pastry. I'll probably have a tin of baked beans and 2 Linda McCartney burgers. Thank you very much. I don't think I'll get any of those with the cheese left. I bought... Did I tell you I bought these Heinz burgers? They've got their own burgers now. Heinz burgers, and was mildly excited about that. And then I had them and I thought, oh no, I don't really like these. I've got 2 left. Didn't really like those. Linda McCartney burgers are really nice. Or the Audi own brand meat-free ones. All the stuff I have is meat-free, you know that anyway. Thank you, Greg. Shania says Jesus was waking you up, making you pay attention. I think so. He threw a spider at me. I'm sure spiders don't come from heaven, Shania. No, they come from... I haven't got any music for this, actually. That would do it. They come... hang on a minute. Yeah, that'll do. They come... I'll start that bit here. No, Shania, I don't think spiders come from heaven, my darling. They come from the other place. The place of evilness. Yes. Spiders can't possibly come from heaven. It's a long way to hang down. No, a door opens. A door opens once a year from that other place that will remain nameless. We cannot use the H word on this programme. We're not going to use the H word. Now and again, a door opens up on the place that begins with the word H. And in that day, spiders and scorpions and snakes come out of this door, and then it's snap, and they go all over the world. And it is my job to catch them and get rid of them. I'm sure John put it there. He wants me eaten. Vera, you need to check when the Admiral Cunningham Bracknell, they do vegan. They do it, do they? Pie and mash there. Oh, that's worth knowing. The Admiral Cunningham. Now, where's that? Priestwood, I think it is. Is it Priestwood? Let me write that down. Cunningham. Pie and mash. Thank you very much. Yeah. It's not the same as a pie and mash shop, though, is it? That's a pub. You could probably get that from a pub. I would imagine any pub get pie and mash from, wouldn't you? All right. Where are we now? Sorry, darling. That's it. Heidi says you have a new text number. That's why you didn't recognise my number straight. Yeah, that's what I was saying to you, darling. New text number. The online shop on Facebook is called Market. No, not that online shop, darling. Charlotte's online shop. She's got her own online page. Perhaps that's what I meant. Page. And you can go on, and then I think it takes you to her website where she sells stuff. Hang on a minute. Let's see if I can find it. I'd like to give you all the information on this program, darlings. 1 minute. I have to look her up under her non-married name because they're not married yet. I'm sure that'll come soon. There's a picture of baby. Would you like to see a picture of baby Frank? As he is now. 1 minute. Baby Frank. This is the most recent picture of baby Frank. Named after Frank Sinatra, you know. Absolutely he is. Hang on a minute. 1 minute. Baby Frank, Frank, baby Frank. Yeah. Baby Frank! What's he got in his mouth there? What's that say? I'm trying to see what that is he's got in his... It's got writing on it. Mantis something old, it says there. I don't know what that says. There's baby Frank! That's my nephew's little boy. The younger nephew. Christian on Sunday. Fab. Now let me see if I can find the name of her shop. Here we go. But it's, to be honest, it's a bit of a long word. Charlotte, I don't know what. Charlotte Emily C. There you go. And it's all one word, okay? Charlotte Emily C. All right, so at facebook.com. Charlotte Emily C. Have a look. I'll spell it for you just in case. CharlotteEmily. So to split it up, and it's to split it up. Remember, there's a double T in there. Charlotte Emily C. But all one word. And she does all little bits and pieces. At the moment, she's doing Jubilee bunting. For £4.50, large pack, you get 6 flags and ribbon about 1.7 metres long. Oh, do you know what? Now, when's the Jubilee? That's happening soon, isn't it? Is that going to be on my calendar? Jubilee. I don't know why I've got October. Oh, I know why I've got October here. That's because I was buying the plane tickets. Hang on a minute. March, April. Is it May? When's the Jubilee? Or is it June? May. Let's have a look on there. No, nothing on there. June. Is it June? Oh, here. Oh, well, it's got the Queen's birthday. Oh, don't say I'm at the hospital that day, am I? Hang on, let me see. Jubilee weekend. 1 moment, please. Yeah, might buy some from her, give her a little bit of business. Queen's Platinum Jubilee this year. 70 years she's been on the throne. Oh dear, she must have piles by now. 6th of February. Sunday, Thursday the 2nd to Sunday the 5th of June. Where am I? I think I'll be up north. Oh, hang on. Thursday. Is it? What's it? Hang on. 1 minute. To Sunday the 5th of June. Ah. Oh, so that doesn't go across one of my shows, does it? I think we could have that up there for 1 week. Give her a bit of business. I might order one then. I shall order some bunting from her. So she's doing bunting at the moment. £1.50 for postage. So, okay, that looks good. Have you had a look yet? Do you want me to give you the name of it again? They do a stamp kit. I don't know what that is. Stamp kit. I don't know what a stamp kit is. It looks like something to do with putting children's feet on. Whether that, do they put their feet in some ink or something like that? It looks like. I don't know. What else does she do? She does cards. Mother's Day cards. Yeah. She does all this stuff. So have a look on there. Just type into the search on Facebook, Charlotte Emily C. All one word. And then you can see the bits and pieces that she's selling there. Alrighty. Greg says Jimmy knows his stuff when it comes to bodywork on the cars. Oh, you watch his channel, do you? Sorry, you watch Gary's channel, I'm sure, and all that, and Martin's Retro Restore. I've been subscribed to Martin's YouTube for years. Excellent, Greg. Thank you. Shania has found the site. There you go. Yeah, it was easy, weren't it, Shania? That's Jimmy's little girlfriend. She's beautiful, isn't she? And email sent Chris via Pie and Mash. Thank you very much, John. Okie doke. Let's just check our emails this evening to see if we've got any of those coming in then. There's one from John already, I can see there. Hello to Reese. Hello, Reese. Hello, Reese. Reese is in the house. Head of all cars. Evening, Reese. Who says, hi, Chris. Sorry I've not joined for so long. I've been really busy with schoolwork. Reese, schoolwork is more important than watching this rubbish. Honestly. Watch the schoolwork. Do the schoolwork first, okay? Perhaps now and again, maybe you can pop into the recording of the show. I don't know. But always schoolwork before me. Forget about me. Do your schoolwork. Get on in your life, my love. All right? Sorry, mate. All right. I call everyone my love. All right? Don't take any away from me. I've been really busy with schoolwork and stuff like that. And every time I saw your things come up in my recommended, I thought, yeah, I'll watch it next week if I have the chance. And that would happen every week. But I've just never got around to it. Schoolwork first, Reese. Very important. Schoolwork. All right? And, you know, if I took my own advice, I would have done much better than I have done. Do you know what job you want to do yet? As a matter of interest. What job do you want to do yet, Reese? Do you want to work with cars at the moment? Eh? There's John Paris. Pie and Mash. 87 Tower Bridge Road, London, SE1. M Mans. Is it M Mans? Let's have a quick look at this. Oh, it's a map. Have we got website? No. You've sent me to a map. Bermondsey, okay. So that must be close to Rotherhithe, isn't it? So it's on the Tower Bridge Road, all right. Oh, I bet that's fun to try and blooming park there. Oh, there's a website. Let's go on the website. The home of Pie and Mash delivery service. Traditional pie and mash as well as stewed and jellied eels. Ooh. And what's this place called? Mans. So we've got a website there for you if you want to have a look. Oh, very easy. Mans.co.uk. M-A-N-Z-E. Mans.co.uk. Let's have a look. Hot delivery. Well, I doubt very much it'll be hot by the time it blooming gets here. That'd be local, wouldn't it? Chilled deliveries anywhere in the UK. All right, let's have a look at chilled deliveries. Let's see what we can get here. Build your own pie and mash box. Should we do this? Hang on, let's just add this to our list of things happening in the show today. Who likes pie and mash? I will come into the chat box in a moment. I promise you there's a lot of text coming through at the moment and they take precedence there. Build your own pie and mash box. All right, let's try it. Click to begin. Here we go. We're doing it now. Here we go. Look, vegan pies. Select how many pies you require. Well, for chilled, shall we have 4 pies? Shall we? Then I could have 2 pies one day and 2 pies another day, couldn't I? I don't normally have 2 pies. I only have 1 pie. No, let's not be greedy. 2 pies. Click to continue. Step 2, vegan pies. 2, thank you. Mashed potato. 1 tray equals 2 portions. Okay, 2. 1 tray does not equal 2 portions, darling. No. How many times have you been to a store? You know, serves 4. Nope. It's like those individual lasagnas. You have to have 2 of those. Serve 6. Nope. You know the bags of the Maltesers made for sharing. Nope. Anyway, mashed potato, 2 of those, right? So liquor. Oh no, none. What does liquor taste like? I've got to be honest. I've never had it. Oh, hang on. I've ordered meat pies. Oh, hang on. I don't want meat pies, do I? Oh, I'll come back to that in a minute. It's probably a delete thing at the end. Liquor. Now, what is liquor taste like? Can someone tell me what that tastes like? Because I don't think I've ever had it. I was put off by the green colour, to be honest. For some reason, I associate it with eels. So can someone tell me, what does liquor taste like? I will get I'll get one of those just to try it. So click to continue. Stewed eels, none. Oh, jellied eels, none. Oh, there's a picture of the bastards. Oh no. Oh, what have I done? Oh, I've only clicked go back. Oh, what an idiot. I've just done it all wrong. Let's start again. Right, let's start again. Click to begin. Right, no meat pies. Right, let's have 4 vegan pies. Oh, you can freeze them? Yeah, freeze them. 4 vegan pies. 4 mashed potatoes. We'll have 1 liquor, because I don't know what that's like. No stewed eels. Oh, there's a picture of them. Oh, how can anyone sit there and eat these things? Evil looking things. Oh. Focusing. Look, look, look. John Parrish eats these. Oh, God. John, you'll die. Even before you die of old age. Which is, I don't think you're going to die of old age, John, because that should have happened by now, shouldn't it? Jellied eels, even worse. Just as bad. I mean, take your pick, the jellied eels or the blooming, what is it? Or the other one. Oh, how can anyone eat it? Look at that, Shania. Eh? Oh, they don't bring that up at the church fete. Awful looking things. No jellied eels, so no jellied eels. Click to continue. Vinegar. I don't need any vinegar. Why would I need vinegar? What, on that? On a pie? Chili vinegar. Oh, that sounds nice. Bold. What's sarsaparilla? What the hell is that? I don't even know what that is. Sarsaparilla. Never heard of it. Click to continue. None of those. Here is your order. 1 pie and mash box. So that's what does that mean? 1 pie and mash box. 4 vegan pies. 4 trays of mashed potato. 1 tray of liquor. 34 quid. Sod that, mate. Don't think so. Oh, that's dear. I could get all that in Aldi for like £4. I was in there on Monday afternoon, went to Aldi. 2 great big bags of shopping. Thank you very much. £18, please. Thank you. Oh, no, I'm not liking look at that at all. Thank you very much. Thank you, Vera. 2nd and 3rd of June. Vera's telling us is for the Queen's Jubilee. Thank you. George says, I reckon Jimmy should do a YouTube channel about his cars. Yes, so do we, but he's no interest at all in doing YouTube, Jimmy. He has no... You've got to be into it to do it, you know. I wouldn't be sitting here if I didn't want to do it. Well, there's been times where I've not wanted to do it, so I've just stopped. As you well know, you cannot do this. It's not like a job. There's no money coming in anywhere, you know. So if you don't want to do it, what is the point of doing it? And I say this so many times, do not be worried about numbers too much. Don't worry about numbers. You know, there's always going to be people out there who have got 15 million subscribers. Usually they're young and good looking, which is why I don't understand I haven't got 15 million. Why is that? Am I not like a Lil Nas or Justin Bieber lookalike? No. His concert's coming here. Lil Nas concert. November. But it's on a Saturday night. Dare I take a night off from work? You know what I'm like? I hate taking nights off from work. But for Lil Nas, oh, bless him. Would he be disappointed if I wasn't at his concert? What do you think, Vera? Evening to Jason Hughes. Wow, 9 o'clock and he turns up. Wow. Well, I'm sure you found something more interesting than me to watch. Rude. Maureen. She's got her chest at the moment. She's having antibiotics. Well, good luck with that, my darling. Fully recovered by Friday. I wish I'd now got you a stronger colour orchid. Oh, I see what you mean. Ah, yes. Now, can I show you this? I've had plants delivered this week by people. Yes. Vera came along to the karaoke last night and she gave me four lilies. Ecstatic. Let's call them ecstatic. 4 ecstatic lily plants. But apparently they were chucking out. Oh, the waste in supermarkets. I can't get over that. They were chucking them out. Aldi's the worst for that. You want to see the stuff that they chuck out once it's gone off. Terrible. Blueberries. They used to chuck away so many blueberries. I don't think the fridge works properly in there. Or it didn't used to. I think it's all right now. But anyway, she bought me Vera bought us 4 ecstatic lilies yesterday, which have just gone in the garden this afternoon, actually, Vera. I haven't put these ones in pots. I've put them in my, growing area, which is a bit wild. I don't keep it all perfect. I don't like gardens like that. So that was last night. And then at the weekend, Maureen bought me a new orchid. Look at this. Now, I see what you mean. Oh, it's one of my exclusive water bottles. Okay. We've still got a few of those left, actually, those water bottles. Trouble is, they're like a £5 to send them in the post. They're about a £5 to send them in the post, and they cost about a £5 to make. You can get a water bottle off Amazon for like £1.99, so we don't bother with doing that anymore. I'll find something to give them away to at some point. I see what you mean. You can't really see that there now, can you? Because of the colour. But it is actually a strong colour. It's just because of the background behind it is the same colour, Maureen. Look. Let's bring it here. Look at that. Oh, well, should we just leave it there? I might knock it off, though. That's the trouble. Will it go over there? No. Is that an improvement on the show? You think? In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Hey? I think that's lovely, isn't it? Huh? I don't know where I could put that. So that's the colour of that beautiful lily Maureen's bought us. But if I put it here, you won't see it anymore. Maybe if I put it in a different... Hey, that's better, isn't it, eh? Is that better? Oh, you can't see little tiger. If I put it there, that's when it disappears, isn't it? I don't know. Oh, I'm mucking around with the show now, and I leave it there like that. Thank you, Maureen, for that, darling. Beautiful, beautiful. Liquor is flour water with parsley, is it? Oh, I might try that. Shania likes the orchid, don't you, my love? There we are. Heidi, please can I have a water bottle for my birthday? You can, but you're going to have to pick it up from me. I'm not putting any more in the post. £5 a bloody time. Eh? And Heidi also says, liquor is gross. Is it really? There's one in Clapham Junction, is there? Okay. Are you near Clapham Junction, Heidi? There's a pie and mash shop in Clapham Junction. Hang on a minute. Pie and mash, Clapham Junction. Clapham Junction. This is Clapham Junction. Pie. Hang on a minute. One minute. Oh, hang on. I'm typing in the wrong search thing. Someone sang that last night. You know that song, Up the Junction? The Golden Pie. Dine-in, takeaway and delivery. 1 minute. goldenpie.co.uk. Food delivery, ordering soft... What? That don't look right. Visit website. Oh, it's an EPOS system. What is that? That's funny. The link there is something to do with restaurants. I don't know what that is. Thank you very much, darling. All right. Okay. She's 20 minutes from Clapham Junction. Oh, well, that's a possibility, Heidi, then. Perhaps we could go there one afternoon for a little pie and mash. You know, tickets for Little Naz go on sale on the 4th of May. Thank you, Vera. From Vera's Choice in the morning. Reach on air. Okay, let's pop into the little chat box there. Hang on a minute. Right. I'm going to start at the top and scroll down fairly quickly. Do some names. Built in Scotland. Hello to you. You're quite young, aren't you? I found your thing on TikTok. Your TikTok, Mr. Built in Scotland. I thought you was one with the older lads, but you're not. You're actually about half my age, aren't you? What, you're about 30, 32, 34, 35, something like that. Hello to Built in Scotland, Mick. Evening to Gary Ross is there. Rachel's there. Evening to Rachel. Hello to Gar. He's in the bath. Always in the bath. You're a very clean person. We like clean people on this show. Thank you, Gar. Dan Woodhouse in the house. There's Mark Stone. These are quite old. It's Paul McIlroy is in the house. Good evening to Paul McIlroy. Oh, are you coming up for christening? Are you invited to that one? Are you coming up to that one? Chloe Ramsey's in the house. Good evening to Chloe. There's Gary, head of YouTube. Good evening, Gary, head of YouTube. Caleb's there. Good evening, Caleb. Hello to you. Ronnie Man. Isn't London traffic much like Los Angeles? Yes, it's terrible. London traffic's terrible, Ronnie. Absolutely terrible. And welcome back, sir. Hello to you. Southwest London is the greatest place in the world, says Paul McIlroy. It's so long since I went there, Paul. Perhaps you'd like to show me around again. Oh, some lovely, lovely places in Southwest London to visit. I've heard of a place called the Locker Room, which is some sort of steam sauna. Perhaps we could go there. Be quite nice, Paul. Anyway. Mark Stone says London is great. It certainly is, yes. Lots to do there. You're never out of things to do in London, are you? There's a Heidi. Evening to Greg Goddard. Evening, Greg. Scrolling down. Yep, that's the one, Heidi. Hold that sucker down on the organ. Da 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 da. Evening to Andrew Johnson. Welcome to you. Scrolling very quickly down here. Dan Woodhouse. It's my birthday on Monday, the 11th of July. Why are you telling us that? Well, it's like 2 months away. It's 2 months away, Dan Woodhouse. We don't do birthday messages more than a few days either side of the show. Thank you very much. Evening to my very good friend, Ray Balesco. Evening to you, Ray. I hope you're well. How are you doing at the hospital? You're in and out of hospital at the moment, aren't you? Sorry about that. Hope you're doing well there. Ray reckons I'm looking younger. I doubt that very much. You say some nice things for me, though, Ray. Thank you very much. Let's move fairly quickly. Ray's going to come to the karaoke soon. Good. Excellent. They come from Mars. Oh. Who does that one? Is it that bloke who died? Oh, I can't remember the name now. Is it Alvin Stardust or someone like that? They come from Mars. Hey? Yeah, Dan, a spider in the morning is a sign of sorrow. Or it must have been a very sorrowful morning for me. You know, I would guess. Something like that. Scrolling down there. 1 minute. Oh, well, we got to the end there. Good. And we're at the end. Good. Excellent. Dan says every week's my birthday on this show. Oh, we won't bother singing to you then when it is your actual birthday, if you have so many birthdays. Thank you very much. Huh? Vera, tiger, it's a lion. What's a lion? What's a lion? What are we talking about now? Tigers and lions and all things like that. I like cats, don't you? Back on the email again. Thank you for the John sent us a video. Okay, I can't see that while I'm doing the show. Reese would like to be a farmer. Oh, that's hard work. Do you know what I think you should do? Before you want to be a farmer, go and work on a farm. Yeah. They always have... I don't know if you can volunteer as a young person to sort of come in for an hour or something like that. I don't know if they... you could just... Maybe your mum and dad could take you to a farm and say, this is our son, he's interested in being a farmer. Could he come and look around for the day or something like that? But they work very hard, Reese. They get up very early in the morning, and certainly when it's in the season of picking. What's that word called? What's that word? When they're harvesting all their crops, right? Seriously, when I'm driving through Lincolnshire late at night sometimes, I've been driving through there like 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and you can see these tractors on the fields going up and down, but they've got headlights on, going up and down harvesting all their stuff. So they do work very hard hours, but it must be quite nice to work outside all the time, don't you think? Did you watch Jeremy Clarkson's thing on farming, Reese? That was very good. It's on the Amazon Prime. I think it's going to be another series. You'd like that. If you haven't seen it already, you'd really like Jeremy Clarkson's... what's it called? What's it called? Clarkson's Farm. And it's on the Amazon. Clarkson's Farm. Have you got Amazon? There might be a few little bits and pieces on the on YouTube if you're lucky. All right. Evening to Sherry. Evening to Sherry. Sherry's here. Great to hear your voice again. Thank you, Sherry. There we are. Thanks for greeting John. A happy birthday. Oh, taking them out for lunch on Friday. Well, don't spend too much, Sherry. Don't spend a lot on you, my love. Just a local chippy is enough for John Parris's very old man lunch. That's enough, darling. Don't spend any more than... I mean, I'm thinking trawler's catch at Skegness, something like that. Maximum of £10 on his dinner. Absolute maximum. Not a penny more. Can I have a glass of champagne with that? No, the answer is to that question. All right, let's open the phone line, shall we? Oh, it's open already. I didn't know that. Okay, phone line's open if you want to call in about anything. 0208 144 3477. Now, I mentioned to you that I went to Primark today while I was in town in Bracknell Town Centre. Look, £18 this lot. Look at this. Now, as I've got my nephew's little boy's christening, I purchased a brand new white shirt. I don't know why, because this one fits. I just felt the need to buy a new shirt for some reason. So there we are. There's my new shirt from Primark. Thank you very much. Look at that. Nothing wrong with that. How much was that? £6. Now, I did try on the large. And you see, the trouble is it won't go around my bleeding stomach. I tried on the large, and I tried that on, and that... it was just too tight around the stomach. So I've got the extra large, although I haven't tried that on yet. Easy on... £6! You can't go wrong. Have you seen the price of some of these bleeding shirts now? 150 quid for a bleeding shirt. Let's just take a little phone call. Oh, it's Heidi. Hello. There we go. Evening, Heidi. All right?
Hello, my love. How are you?
Where are you again? You're not in Clapham, are you?
No, I'm in Harlesden.
You're in Harlesden?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are you keeping well there, my darling?
I am, love.
Right,
yes.
okay.
I just thought, I better ring in, let you know that I'm still alive, I'm still kicking.
Still alive? Well, it's debatable sometimes with some people, isn't it, really?
Well,
I didn't feel very alive the last day after my coronavirus injection, but I've recovered from that now, so I'm all right now.
Well, I had COVID in February.
Oh, did you? And did you have it bad or mild?
I had it bad. I thought I was going to die.
Did you? Oh. Was you in hospital?
No, I wasn't in hospital. I was self-isolated.
Right.
No, I wasn't going to do all that rubbish. No.
No. Okay, love. Well, I'm glad you're better now, Heidi.
Yep, I'm good.
And thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
We will go down to that pie and mash in Clapham at some point. I'll get a train in one day. It's quite easy to get a train to Clapham Junction. There's no point in driving there. It'll just be a bleeding nightmare to park.
Yeah. Actually, you could park in at the car park. Because ours is just around the corner.
Good idea. Yes, it is. What do we get in there? Hour and a half?
I think it's free, actually. But I'll check that out.
Yeah, but sometimes it's free for a period of time,
Yeah.
I'd have to have a look at that. Do you know what? I'm inclined to come in on a train. I don't know. Then I don't have to worry about traffic and all that. I just
No, go with your gut. if you want to come in on the train, come in on the train.
Yeah, when it warms up a bit, that'd be quite nice. Pie and mash. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to try that liquor though.
Oh no, I'm not either. I don't like.
He said, "What's he saying? It's flour and water and parsley." It's not kind of doing it for me. I like it, but I like onion gravy. Do you like roast onion gravy?
Yes. Yes.
All right, Heidi. Have a good night, darling.
All right, mate.
Lots of love to you. Thanks and welcome back. Bye-bye, love. Do talk to her, Heidi. She's in the chat box. Ray, I think you were trying to call in. Do you want to give us another go, Ray? 0208 144 3477. So you saw the shirt, £6 for that. Look at this. Look, got myself a new pair of shorts. Now, this apparently made out of old plastic bottles. Well, I don't know how they do that, but there we are. These were £6, pair of shorts. Large. Okay. All from Primark earlier. And I didn't... there's Ray now. Let's go to Ray. Hello, Ray. All right?
Yeah, I'm not actually in hospital. I came home Easter weekend.
Oh, did you?
I came home on Thursday before Good Friday.
Oh, yeah. I know you came home, but haven't you been to and fro the hospital since then?
I had to check up last Friday.
Right.
That went really well. I had to go back for about a month.
Is this your diabetes?
No, for the leg. You know, from the operation.
Oh, yeah, because you had an accident, was it?
Yeah. The doctors are happy with the leg. It's healing up.
Now, what sorry, your leg is nothing to do with the accident, is it, with the sign?
Yeah, it had to do with the accident I had.
Oh, it is to do with that. So the sign hit... This was during the storms, wasn't it? The sign hit your leg, did it?
Yeah.
And what happened?
I broke a tibia bone and part of my ankle.
Right.
So I've been off work for about nearly 3 months.
Oh. Do they still pay you?
Yeah, I'm going to go in... I can pop in tomorrow to talk to my personnel manager because I know when I've been shopping, I was talking to the store managers. They're all missing me there. They want me back.
Of course they do. Of course they do.
Yeah. But one good thing, I get to listen to... When I was awake, when I was in hospital, I was listening to his wonderful show every morning.
Did you really? When you were in hospital? Did it make you smile?
Yes. I had my headphones so I could listen to your wonderful show every morning.
Ah, okay. I'm glad you kept you entertained for a little while.
But now I'm back at home. I'm normally asleep, Red, so that's why I'm phoned in.
Well, I'm glad you phoned in tonight, Ray. Yeah, I expect they missed you at the shop.
I love your show. You're brilliant.
You've been at Morrison's for many years, haven't you?
Yeah, 27 years this year.
Is it really? So how old were you when you started there?
Must be, hold on. I started in 95. I'm 55 nearly.
How old are you?
I'll be 55 in the summer.
55?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. I'm 60 next year.
You don't look it. You look as young as ever.
I can't believe it.
You've still got wonderful hair. You've got wonderful
I have
face.
not got one of them. It's so short because it falls out in the middle. Do you know?
Look at all the photos. Look at all the photos you post every week when you look younger. I mean, you're much better looking now.
Oh, well, that's saying something. Thank you very much. If only I got 1 or 2 messages on the dating apps. But there we are. It only seems to be you that thinks that, Ray.
I mean, yeah, when you talk about pie and mash, there's one next to, by the Old Eagle in Camden.
Yes.
There's a pie shop up there.
In Camden Town? Oh, is there really? So that must be near the on the same side as the Dublin Castle.
No, yeah, you know where the Old Eagle is, where you DJ'd once?
Yeah. Opposite, on the other side of the road is the Dublin Castle or whatever it's called, the Irish pub.
No, near Camden Road Station.
Okay.
You know, you go around to Camden Road,
that's on the other side of the main road, yes.
Yeah, you go where, like, Camden Road, but overground.
Right.
Just along there. Royal College Street.
Ah, Royal College Street. I know Royal. That's where Charlotte used to live there. Charlotte, you remember Charlotte?
Who's Charlotte? Was she a barmaid or manager?
No. She was customer in a black girl, and her friend was Joy. She was also black, and they used to sit together, Charlotte and Joy. Lovely people.
I might know her, saw her.
Wonderful. They were there the very first time I started work at the Black Cat, and they made me feel so welcome. Lovely girls. Lovely.
Everyone loves you because you're so brilliant at what you do.
Oh, please do us a favour, Ray. I start going red, darling, if you carry on like that, my love.
I just wish you'd done some karaoke in the Edgware or Stanmore area when I could come and see you more. But
You're coming soon, aren't you? Which one are you coming to the Camden one, are you?
No, I've been to Central Station a few times.
Yeah, the Central Station one, yeah, okay.
And I saw you went to Zodiac last week. What did you think of it?
No, I was only in there for a night out. Yeah, it's smaller than you think, isn't it? But we ended up going downstairs, and my friend's hosting that. My friend's... you know, I wondered why that...
Jade and David, such a lovely couple.
Yes. Yeah, they are.
Feel so welcome.
I've just realised I saw my levels weren't very high. I've got the blooming bag in front of the microphone, haven't I? What an idiot. There we are. All right, Ray. So when are you coming to sing again?
Once I get myself back to work, no more walking frame.
Yes.
I get myself fitter because at the moment I can't go out. I can only go short distance, so I wouldn't be right for going for a night out.
Can you do stairs?
I can do my household stairs, take me time, but I don't really want to have. I'm not having late nights at the moment.
Right. Well, if you come to the pub, then let's not expect you to come on the stage. I will bring. If you want to sing, I'll bring the microphone down to you wherever you're sitting. If you want.
I'll wait till I get back to work because it wouldn't be right to be going out in case someone's saying, "Oh no, he's well enough to go singing karaoke, but he's not well enough to work." It wouldn't be right.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And the other thing is, you've only got to have someone see you out when you should be at work, and that doesn't go down.
You look after yourself. I hope to speak to you in the morning. You're wonderful reaching there.
All right, Ray. Have a nice evening.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Thanks for calling. Bye. There we are, Ray, in London now. And we're looking through my bag at the moment, aren't we, my darlings? So we see those two. Now, I wasn't going to buy these, but I quite like the colour. Yeah, look at these. Swimming shorts. Aren't they fabulous? And again, these have been made out of recycled plastic, apparently. £5 for those. Here, look. Made from recycled plastic. Bloody hell, I can't get through this bag. People keep calling in, dear. Evening, Dan.
Evening, Chris.
All right.
I better just sit up.
Eh?
Better just sit up. I've been lying down.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's so much hassle for you. I'll have to come back to this in a minute.
Oh.
Get on with it, dear.
Sorry, I thought you was...
Come on, get on with it. We haven't got all night.
Yeah, what's been happening? The London Transport Museum.
What about it?
Well, the latest thing now, considering that the Elizabeth Crossrail line is going to be opening imminently.
Right.
They're doing virtual guided tours.
Yes.
Both Liverpool Street and Tottenham Court Road.
Yes.
As in online. So you've got to be watching, a whole audience would be watching online.
Yes.
Watching some people going around going, this is there, that's here, that's there, that's there, at a cost of £20. I mean...
Wasn't it free before?
Before? What do you mean before? There wasn't anything before.
Did you say the London Transport Museum?
Yeah.
There was one of those before. Syon Park.
No, I meant this actual particular thing, this particular event.
Did you not say museum?
Yeah, I said it's organised by the Transport Museum. It's not actually at the museum.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's actually it's an online thing. Just someone going like, this is there, that's there, and saying, and this was archaeologically done. And I think, hang on a minute, I've got patience. I can wait. You know, I can just wait those couple of extra weeks, and then I'll be able to see it for realsies. You know, because I'll tell you something, Chris. Yeah. It does seem like to me that some you could call the Transport Museum, you know, absolute like money grabbing, thieving bastards. You know, I mean, do you know what they do? That you know, they get all this like leftover stuff. You know that so when a station's done, and the old signs might come down,
right?
And then they get new signs. Well, them old signs they don't just get like sent to a iron foundry and get like melted down and reused it. No, they actually get sold. They're sold at like Acton Town Museum. This is just events just passed this weekend, And people are, I think somebody, I'm sure I saw on Facebook this week, someone had paid about £30 each for 4 signs. One of them are probably included for the old TfL rail signs of Romford, Goodmays, and a couple of others down our line.
Right.
And that's like £3, £4, £120.
That's it's collectors.
Yeah. I'm thinking, where's
Collectors. Well, when you've got something you don't want anymore, you sell it to make money for whatever you're making it money for, whether it's for a person, for example, selling their stuff on eBay, or a large organisation. Have you never heard of these auctions? The BBC got rid of a loads of stuff, thousands of items when they left TVC, when they left Television Centre in London. And that was a big auction. You could buy microphones, computers, screens, everything was for sale. Of course they sell them. What do you think they're doing with the money? How do you think London Transport runs? Very badly with money at the moment.
Well,
they need every penny they can get. Where do you think the money comes from?
I just get a bit worried, when my mum keep going on about, oh, Dan, the bills are going up. Make sure you've got money for paying your bills and all that.
Right.
And then you see people with their money, you think, where are these people getting the money from?
What's that got to do with the signs?
Well, I might have a bit of, transport interest, but I don't really want them, cluttered up with a load of stuff I can't really use. Practical items, which does actually, as well, Chris, brings me to the next thing, which slightly ties in with that, which was at the top of your agenda for tonight.
Oh, God.
About worst presents that you've ever received.
Yes. That was one of the subjects I was going to do tonight. What is the worst present you've ever received?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it was I don't know if it's actually used to, I mean, I suppose the thought was there, let's say, for me for one Christmas from cousins Amanda and Bob. But it was a book about the underground. But unlike any normal, underground book that might have photos in it, sort of bit of nostalgia, something to read about times past, this book was whoever wrote it, if you say wrote it, actually had delved into the London Underground, statistics. See, that's what it was. It was just a book of statistics. Longest escalator is at Angel. Shortest escalator is at wherever, and station with most platforms. And a whole book, and I'm thinking, oh my God. I might have the interest rate, but please bombard me.
So you're into trains and transport. Someone knows that you're into that, and they've bought you a book full of statistics, and you're not interested in it.
Yeah, statistics do
How?
I might just look up the occasional bit of statistic online if I have to, but I wouldn't want a whole book of. I expect sort of transport books would be a bit
Well, I hope you didn't tell them this.
I didn't say a word. I think
Good. Thank you very much. I've always wanted that. Smile and take it and put it on the side. I would never. Do you know? I know people that moan when they don't get what they wanted. They got the audacity to complain that they haven't quite got the present that they wanted. How dare you? Not you, I'm not saying you. How dare you complain about something, whether it be a present or a meal taken out? One of my exes I used to took her out for a couple of meals, and it did nothing but moan. Nothing but moan, she didn't. Oh, this isn't very clean. Look at that knife and fork. That's not clean. Oh, the steak's not done. Shut your mouth and eat it. Well, she didn't get taken out again. I mean, this is a long, long time ago, 35 years ago.
35, so that's about 60 less the So that would be 25. You must have been about 24, 25 at the time.
Oh, maybe about 40 years ago then.
Oh, maybe a bit.
I think I've become gay by then. Well, you don't become gay, you always are, but you kind of a lot of people like to try and suppress it. I'll tell you what, if you want to take an interest in the whole how do we become gay or whatever, anything like that, there's a film on Netflix at the moment called I think it's Heartbeat. There's no rudeness in it. You won't see anything, people have trouble with all this. A lot of these gay films, they put a bit of rudeness in it just to shock. Well, there isn't any. And it's set in it's kind of set in a school atmosphere. And one of the boys, I think he's 15, because I've just seen the episode of his birthday party, which looks, I think he's 15 in this particular birthday thing. And his friends are all the same age, about 15, and there's a straight boy there who kind of just gets with him for a snog now and again. You do see kissing, that's about it. So far, that's about it, and I'm kind of hoping it stays at that level, because if it does, anyone can watch it. Anyone can watch it. And it'll give you a little insight into how it is for schoolboys and girls as well, of course, who are not quite sure of themselves. And then there's also like the straight boys who are probably straight but kind of sort of use the gay boys a bit. And there's a transgender girl on there as well, played by someone who I'm sure I've seen before on the telly. I can't think of her name now, but she's in it. But if you want to watch that, it's Heartbeat. It's a series, and it'll fit into your day because each episode is about half an hour long, and it is just such a nice, easygoing story where you'll be watching it and you'll think, oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. It'll give you a little inkling perhaps into what it's like for gay younger people sort of in their early teens, and how they kind of get on with their life now. Because when I was that age, it was all hidden. You had to hide things. I don't think the younger people do now. I've walked past the school here, which is extremely rare. Not walked, cycled past the school here some years ago. I tend to avoid the time when the schools are coming out because they start walking over the blooming cycle paths and they don't see you. It's a blooming nightmare. But I was cycling past it once going into town at about 3:15, and all these kids were coming out, and there were two boys coming out holding hands, about 14. And that's how time has changed now. And I think it's quite nice to see stuff like that. So have a look at that. And anyone else who might be watching, don't worry, I'm up to episode 4. If there was any rude, I would tell you straight away. But there isn't. There's none, as far as I can see. And I don't think we're going to see any. And I hope we don't. Because it's just nice as it is. All right, I'm sure it's called Heartbeat. Heartbeat, I think it's called, all right?
Well, that sounds nice.
I thought you just died then for a moment.
I am.
Anyway, what were you saying? What were you rabbiting on about?
Was I?
Yes.
I don't remember that bit now.
You can't remember where you were?
No, I've been... all I remember was just thinking, you say Heartbeat, straight away I think of Tony Hart and Margot Wilson.
Oh, yes. Da 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 da. That's nice, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Gallery, it's called. The Gallery.
Yeah. Oh, you mean Left Bank 2?
Yes. Anyway, get on with it, dear. What else have you got to say?
I've got it. Well, I suppose I might just as well explain my mood at the moment.
Why?
My mood is very... Well, I'm very... You may not have seen me at Central Station now for what seems like... seems more like 100 years or something.
Because you don't get any girls there. It's a gay bar. What do you expect?
No, well, because occasionally the odd girl would...
Yes.
But you know,
Oh, we get quite a few in there actually.
The main reason I came to Central Station, Chris, was because I felt a bit more safer there than here.
Well, come any time you want. Come and sing us a song.
The trouble is, Chris, I've been getting so tired now of a night. Up to about, I can motor through up to about 5 o'clock, 5 or 6. After that time, suddenly the brain flips over.
Well, go to bed.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm doing now. The brain just goes, and suddenly I've got a feeling I might have to go to the doctors and ask for a switch of medication to back to Ritalin. Yes, Ritalin, the famous, the other version of the brain enhancing drug.
Mm.
This one you take Ritalin as you feel you have to take it. The trouble with this concerto,
rather than a pill every morning, is it, or something like that?
Yeah, with concerto, it's 1 a.m, and then you've got they're going through up to 12 hours in the day.
Right.
With that, so after that 12-hour period, that's when what happens to my brain now. You see, so it's just but with Ritalin, you take it as you feel you have to.
Yes.
So. I'm because that's what I was going to say. Oh yeah, cool. Latest thing now for my actual real birthday, my Daniel Woodhouse's official birthday. Just like the Queen. Penny Howe has invited me back to Club Tropicana.
Well, who's she?
Penny Howe. Penny Howe. The great.
No, I don't know who that is. Is she some sort of celebrity or something?
She's sort of to me. She's been mentioned many times on this show. She's a sort of ex bingo cook who is now, but now since she's left, she's now become flavour of the month down at Mencap's.
Right.
Yes, because she's looking after people just a little bit worse than me, and and she just has that great persona, which she does very well for the job. But we did go to this Club Tropicana. It's in the Cliffs Pavilion at Southend. So we've been there. We have been there before.
Is that near you? Southend,
yes,
of course it is.
Friday
Yes, it is.
Night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I DJ'd there a few times.
Yeah, you should DJ. Yeah, that would be lovely.
I only do karaoke now. I'm not doing DJing again.
Oh, what a shame! What a shame. But yes, so you invite me there, 8th to the 9th of July, and then. So hopefully this year, then I will actually have something of a good birthday, unlike last year. Oh dear, can you imagine it? My birthday, having to sit there for 2.5 hours watching England losing?
Don't watch football. It's one of the most boring. I can't think of anything worse sitting there watching football and eating a tub of John Parish's Jellied Eels. Oh God, awful.
And we're selling them now. But that's the point. Yeah, Jellied Eels. Why can't they? You've noticed they never sell plain eels, do they?
They never sell what?
Plain eels. Just eels.
Plain eels.
I feel I might like eels if they were just eels.
Oh, do you know? I actually feel a bit sicky even talking about jellied eels and eels. Awful. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for the call today, Dan.
Yeah. Thanks, Chris.
Bye-bye now. I'm trying to work out in my mind this evening, is it easier to follow one of Dan Wood's calls or an episode of The X-Files? I know what was going on about then. Anyway, can we get back to my... Actually, let's just pop into the chat box here. Park Nest. Good evening to Park Nest. Welcome, Park Nest. Welcome back to the show. Mix Mowers is in the house. Good evening, Mr. Mix Mowers. Evening to you. Have I missed you? Of course I have. Of course I've missed you. Oh, we've got another call here. It's Roy Brownlow. Good evening, Roy. We're busy tonight on the phones.
Hello, Chris.
Evening, Roy. How are you?
A bit of a sad day, mate. My dog died, 15 years.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. What sort of dog was he? She?
I don't really know. Just a cross. A bit like a Jack Russell, but sandy coloured, like a Labrador colour.
Name?
Lucky. Miss Lucky.
Miss Lucky. Oh,
yeah.
bless.
And I gave her to my brother about 9 months ago now. Chris, during lockdown, she was walking 10, 15 miles in the hills with me. I thought I'll retire her off, so I gave it to my brother. And maybe it wasn't the best idea because he'd had 2 dogs that died before. And, of course, he's took it really bad. And she got kennel cough and didn't really go over it. And then you said yesterday that her liver was giving up. So I took a picture of her 2 days ago, and she didn't look too bad. But I don't want to bring your show down, because that's the reason I'm telling you that is twofold. One, sometimes, Chris, something bad, something good can come out of it. Do you not agree?
Yeah.
The good that came out of it, I lost touch with a friend on Facebook who I quite liked and always tried to get on with, and quite like the guy. A lot of people don't like him. And he sent me a condolence message, so we've got back in touch.
Oh, good.
So something good come out of it. And of course, Chris, just when you think everything's going wrong and everything's bad, you can always hear Daniel moaning about the transport, can't you?
Well,
You realise you're not so bad off.
I was trying to put the conversation together in my head, but...
Yeah, it sort of made me... I listened to him going on about the underground and this, that and other, and I thought, you know what, my dog's died, but I'm not so bad off.
When he was talking about... I'm sure he was talking about the London Transport Museum, and I was there. I think it moved from Syon Park to... Didn't it go to the centre of London somewhere? Like,
I thought he was on about they were running tours. Got a tour guide taking people around the underground, showing them stations.
Well, that's what I thought. And then he said something about online. Is it £20 to be shown on? I couldn't work out what was going on, really.
I miss Dan. I used to watch Daniel in the day.
Dan Woodhouse is my sister's most popular caller. She loves listening to his chats. She loves it. I watching him at Gate with his bingo books. Something about him. There was just something about him when he did his cooking or his bingo books. Oh, the endless bingo books he sells.
Yeah, bless him. Bless old Daniel. So I'd love to meet up with him. I think I'd get on with him.
I think you'd get on with Dan. Well, why don't we do that now? Perhaps we could do like a meet-up type thing for you and Dan Woodhouse. We could meet in you could meet in a pie and mash shop and have those jellied eels. Do you like? I bet you like those.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Oh, really?
Chris, I'm a chips, egg and baked beans man.
Yeah, same as me then. Yeah, same as me. Do you do Chinese?
I'm a plain food man.
Do you do any foreign food at all, like Chinese or Indian?
Spicy food gives me a bad stomach.
Right.
The closer I come to spice, I like putting ginger in food.
Ginger, okay.
Yeah, I like putting ground ginger in food and with honey and stuff like that. But I'm a pretty plain food. I might be seeing you soon, Chris. Anyway, I might be coming down to that either Central Station or the other place.
Oh, you coming to sing?
Well, what days do you do? Is it
Friday and Saturday is in King's Cross, and Tuesday is Walthamstow.
It could possibly be a Tuesday, because I put in to join the Magic Circle, and I think I'm coming to London to do my audition. I don't know when it is. I've done my first part, but you have to do an audition.
Okay.
At the London Magic Circle, which is obviously in London somewhere. Right. I'm not quite sure where it is. I've had my interview, so I'm what they call an apprentice member at the moment.
What, at your age?
Sorry?
Apprentice member at your age?
Yeah. What you do, you have an interview. The Magic Circle is really hard to get into. Right. You have an interview online, and you do a trick for this guy, and then he looks at it, and then he reports back and talks about you. Then they invite you to be a member. If they like that, they invite you to be a member. And then you've got a year, and I think 2 or 3 attempts, where you have to do an audition before the judges. And if they like you, you score enough points.
Yeah.
Then you're in the Magic Circle.
Gosh. And then does that sort of, would that get you more work sort of thing, if you see what I mean?
Yeah, but it's not really about that, Chris. You could. I'm already the Sussex Magic Circle and the American Society of Magicians.
Right.
But it's not about that, Chris. As a magician, it's sort of a prestigious thing, isn't it? Oh, I've got in the Magic Circle. It's maybe something every magician thinks about.
Right.
Because
everyone knows the Magic Circle. We've all heard of that.
Yeah, because all the top magicians are in it.
I think
it's not the oldest.
One of the presenters on LBC is a member, Steve Allen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've heard Steve Allen. Yeah. It's not the oldest. It's by far the American one's older than that. And there's actually the Magic Society in London, which I'd never heard of until the other day. And I was on an old bric-a-brac market, and I bought some of their books, their pamphlet, Gazette things from 1948.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't know about that one existed. So
do you collect stuff like that?
Sorry, Chris.
Do you collect stuff like that? Do you?
No, Chris. I went to a while ago, did some books, and he wanted £40 for them. I'm not paying that. And then I went on the other day, and I said, "Oh, how much asking for them now?" So he said, "Make me an offer. We got 20 on them, so I'll give you 10." I said, "Okay." So I went to the bank, got this 10. I come back with 10. It goes out. There's a 5. I want it. I said, "Yes." I went, "Oh yeah." So Chris, a 5 I could give them to that Magic Society, couldn't I?
Yeah.
No good to me. I would just give them, even at a tenner, I would have given them to the Magic Club or that. I've contacted them. So I've got these books. Do you want them? I don't mind. I don't mind giving them, mate. So yeah. So that's it. I've got a frozen shoulder, Chris. I'll just bring up. Do you do any cures?
How have you got? Did you sleep with the window open or something?
No, slept in the freezer. Chris, I'll tell you the truth, Chris. And I told the physio this. He said, "How long you've had it?" I said, "You may call me a liar on this." I said, "I never had a bad shoulder until I had the booster jab in that arm. 3 weeks later, my shoulder's been hurting ever since. It's really painful, Chris. Really bad."
Okay, yeah, could well be.
And he said to me, and he said, "Well, you can't quote me on this." He said, "But you're the third person to say that who've got frozen shoulders."
Right. Well, when I had mine on Monday this week, I did have a bad arm for about 24 hours. It was the same last time. Yeah. But it's gone now. It's perfectly all right. I tell you what I had today, Roy. This was because after I've had my swimming, I've had my lunch, and I've gone back on my bike to go into town, as I was talking about earlier. And I got off my bike, right, in town, and it wasn't until I took my hands off the steering, off the handlebars, all my fingers were tingling. All of them, all 10 of them. Well, 8 fingers and 2 thumbs. They were all tingling, right? And I thought, I noticed it. You see, I thought, oh, that's weird. I've never had that before. I've had a little bit. I tell you what, occasionally I get now something tingles. What is it? I get a tingling in one or two of my fingers. It's the same ones every time in the swimming pool when I'm doing overarm. Now I get it sometimes in there, and I kind of stop and I make my hands open and close to relieve it, and that relieves it. But I've never had all my fingers tingling. But so I got into town, done my shopping. As time went on, it went. I got back on my bike, cycled home, and when I got home, it wasn't doing it. So I don't know what that was.
I tell you, a frozen shoulder, Chris. Honest, I wouldn't wish it on my. Chris, you can give me toothache, and I'm very tolerant to pain. I always have been. You can give me toothache, I could put up with it. But this, it's on my right shoulder. Of course, I sleep on my right side as soon as I've dropped sleep. It's the worst pain in the world because it feels like somebody's ripping your muscles out your arm, and you can't get comfortable. And then you get this what they call like afterburn. So it goes down your arm, and it's like surging pain, like an afterburn feeling.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's worse than the kidney stone I had, I think. So, well, I'd have to have an injection in my shoulder probably.
Does it stop you doing anything?
Yeah, I can't, Chris, you know, if I put a sweatshirt on, I can't reach behind me with that arm and pull that sweatshirt off.
Right. I know. I don't mean just to sound rude at all, but you know when you've been to the toilet, can you get your hand round the back to sort out the...
I use the other hand. I'm left-handed.
Right, okay. No, I mentioned that because I've had a bad back before. Remember, a couple of times I've had a bad back. Fortunately, not now for a couple of years. And one of the things it was really difficult to do was clean up, shall we say, clean up afterwards. When you're sitting down, of course, you can't use the other hand. That doesn't work. It's like writing. If you're right-handed, you can't write with your left hand and vice versa.
Funny thing you mentioned that, Chris, because I know it's just sort of remember. But when I'm sitting on the toilet, so on the right-hand side, I've got my bathtub, and the toilet rollers is on the right-hand side, so I can't reach the toilet. What I can't do is pull some toilet paper off. I have to sort of turn around on the seat and pull it off with my left hand.
Oh no! Well, I sussed that one out ages ago. You live on your own, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. What you need is a stool in the bathroom. You just put that in front of you, and that's where you put your toilet roll. Don't be mucking around with any of those toilet roll holders.
Well, I could always move the toilet roll holder to the other wall, actually, on the left side, I suppose, near the door.
Yeah.
So it's an inconvenience, Chris. It's not nice at all. And I when they put this steroid injection in. Yeah. You know what's annoying though, Chris? I went to the physio. I said, should I go for an X-ray? No, it's just muscle damage. It won't show up on X-ray. Wait 6 weeks, do these stupid exercises that made it 10 times worse
that
they gave me. Then he rang, not last week, the week before, I think. How is it? I said, it's 10 times worse. I've gained achings in my arms. It's a lot worse. Okay, we'll sort your X-ray out. Why not
Why
do
didn't
that?
you do it in the first blooming place?
Yeah. We'll do an X-ray just to make sure, and I've got to have this scan just to make sure it's nothing else. So, well, if you've done that now, I've got to wait now till the 15th of May.
Right.
So that's the NHS.
Couldn't make it up, could you?
Yeah.
Well, I hope your shoulder gets better. I hope the injection works. The trouble is it a cortisol injection?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, the trouble with those is that it's likely to sort it, or at least improve it vastly. But if there is a problem, it will wear off. And when I had something to do with the feet, plasteitis, something like that, very painful to walk on. And I asked about that, and he said, I can give you an injection, no problem, in both sides of the foot, and it will work for a while, but it will wear off. He said, and he did say to me, eventually it will go on its own. And I think it was about a year and a half. And then suddenly I woke up one morning and it was gone. That was
what happens is you've got fluid there, and when you get a cold shoulder, the fluid dries up. So it's this bone rubbing on your muscle and your nerves. So that's what it is, basically.
Sounds very painful.
Oh, well. By the way, if Daniel Williams is listening, £20, I will give him a tour of the housing estate just down the road.
Does he get like exciting things thrown in, like being sworn at by groups of youngsters and having things thrown?
I would love it up here because probably 10, 15 minutes I could walk across the fields and I'm at a Midland Railway, which is a big steam railway thing.
Oh, fantastic. I love steam railways. I don't know if you're interested in model railways, but
there's one of them there, Chris. There's one of them there, and I went to the Silverman and Derby, it's now Derby Museum, and they've got an old room that they've built one of their model railways in. It wasn't running when I went, but it's a massive thing. Yeah. They've built into this massive room.
Rod Stewart's got one of those, hasn't he?
Who?
Rod Stewart.
I don't know. Who's Rod Stewart?
You know who's Rod Stewart.
Oh, Rod Stewart.
Rod Stewart.
Oh. Yeah, I thought you said Rob.
No, Rod. He's got a massive electric railway. But Hornby have just bought out a purple locomotive. Apparently something, I think it's to do with the Jubilee. They bought out a purple locomotive and only so many made, and they're really expensive, like 250 quid now for an electric train.
Yeah.
Certain models.
We've done at the steam railway, not on Butley Railway, it's called Butley Trust, not on that, but then there's a private thing on the end of the line, and in there Peter Waterman's got a steam train.
Peter Waterman is another one, yep. Yeah, he's another one. He was into model railways. Yep, that's right.
Yeah,
Pete Waterman.
He's got a full size steam train in that carriageway thing.
Gosh,
I've seen it twice, and he was there once. I saw him once, and he was driving it up the track.
It's all right if you got the money to do it with these big toys, isn't it? I'd much rather have a steam train than a Lamborghini. What's they called? Lamborghini. Lamborghini. I'd much rather have a steam train than a Lamborghini or a Porsche or what's that other car that all the Arab boys have got? Ferraris.
One of them is a mobility scooter.
Have you seen the Arab lads outside Arabs? Up and down in their Ferraris and all that. Crazy. I'd rather have a steam train.
You could have a Ferrari mobility scooter.
Can you really? What was that? You know, we were talking about
There's a guy goes around the town where I live, and he's got one of them mobility scooters. It's brilliant. He's got like a Wi-Fi built into it and all sorts of flashing lights.
We were talking about Clarkson's farm earlier. I don't know if you saw that on the Amazon Prime, but he bought this tractor, and I think I'm sure that it was something. There was a Lamborghini pack tractor. He bought this Lamborghini tractor, and he turns up at his farm with this, and all his advisors there. What do you think of this? Look, what standing there proudly, and they're like, "Why have you bought this? It's too big." But he wanted the best.
I better let you go, mate, because I don't want Matron moaning that you're in bed too late.
No, okay. See you later, Roy. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you, buddy. It's been nice chatting again.
You too. Bye now, sir. Bye. There we are. Roy is in Derby, I think Roy is. Okay. I'm just going to pop onto your messages there, my darlings. John says Steve Allen. Yes, he's in the Magic Circle. I thought he was in the Magic Circle there. Yeah. Just popping into the chat box, gang. Oh, I've got itchy eyes. So I've got just a pain in my eye then for a moment there. Let's have a look there. Mix mowers. It's got a real train set. Nothing. Have you really, Mick? Have you got a layout, Mick? Have you got a train layout, I wonder? That would be fabulous. A train layout. If you have, I'd love to see a picture of that if possible, sir. And Mick says, speaking about Magic Circle, my ex-girlfriend could do a trick with ping pong balls. Now, we've all seen that film, Mick. My sister can do it with footballs. George is on the line. Hello, George.
Chris Reardon in the morning. Ooh, reach on it.
You're right, George.
Yeah.
Listen, do you have a fried breakfast every morning?
More or less, yeah.
Wow, that's all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
I saw your message, which I read out earlier, about the, let's see if I've got it here. Yeah, there we are. Hash browns, bacon, egg, tin tomatoes and bread. Do you have a whole tin of tomatoes?
No, we have, it's in a little carton and we share it to 3 people, me, Pap and Nan.
Right, okay, sounds really good.
And it's got herbs in it.
Herbs.
Yeah.
There used to be a children's programme called The Herbs. Have you heard of that?
No.
Okay, let me see if it's on YouTube. Do you know how to spell herbs, George?
I use the...
Yes, it's there.
It's on your...
Okay, type into YouTube when I finish. I know you'll like it. It's like it's puppets, and it was a children's program that we had in the 1970s. Just type into YouTube The Herbs, THE space HERBS. Okay, and you'll see it there. All 13 episodes are on there. The Herbs, lovely little non-offensive little program there. Go and watch that one. All right, George.
Yes. I've got some good news for my work.
Go on.
Today, I'm starting back at woodwork.
Oh, you like doing that, don't you?
Yeah.
And what will you be making? Are you making, didn't you do window boxes or something?
Bird boxes.
Bird boxes, that's it, bird boxes. I remember you doing those.
Yes. What happened was, there's a lot of people been redundant from there.
Right.
15 people got redundant from there.
Why is that? People just not buying the stuff, or what?
No, the people like the people who was running it.
Yes.
The whole work people.
Yes.
Got redundant.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know. That's the company.
I'm probably trying to save money then, I suppose. That maybe people stop buying the stuff. People haven't got no money at the moment.
Yeah. But, I got good news today.
Well, good luck. When do you start again, George?
Tomorrow.
Good. Give you something to do.
Yeah.
Do you have to be in very early?
Afternoon.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, if you're in the morning, can you make sure that everyone's listening to my radio show?
I tell you what, a couple of times I was like, I must watch Chris. When I wake up, I thought, oh, God, I've missed your radio.
Oh, no.
I had to watch it on record. I think to myself, this ain't the same.
What, should get on record? No, I'm fully aware of that. Yeah. But when you think about it, it's funny when you say that about it's not being the same, watching it on record. When you watch the television, and this includes most of the chat shows, virtually all of them are recordings. They've all been recorded first. Like, who's the little gay Irish bloke? What's his name? I can never remember his name. BBC One. Got a little beard. Graham Norton, that's it. All recorded. Parkinson, all recorded these chat shows. You know, and yet it's not the same watching this as a recording, is it? I know certain people watch this as a recording. Glenda is usually watching a recording of it, and people, across the world. All right then, George.
Can I just say something? It's back on now. I was going to say, check your internet because I'm buffering, but it must be my side.
Buffering. Well, it might be me. Let me have a look.
Yeah.
No, not me. No dropped frames.
It's my side then. It's my side then. Yes.
All right, George.
Fine.
Have a nice evening. Thanks for calling.
Bye.
Bye now.
Chris Reardon in the morning. Reach on it.
See you tomorrow. Ta-da. Oh, there's another one straight in. Let's see who this is. Hello, who's on the line, please?
Yeah, Chris, it's Mark Stone.
Mark Stone. Hello, Mark. How are you?
No, about yourself.
Yeah, you got your own channel as well, haven't you, Mark?
Yeah.
Go on, mention
yeah.
it then. What's the name of your channel, Mark?
I got Mark Stone Entertainment in Life.
Yes.
And then Mark Stone Limited.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Trains with Mark Stone and trams
Yeah.
with Mark Stone.
So many channels. Which one should I watch?
Any on it. Which one you prefer best, actually?
Let's just put you in my system so I know you are next time. There we go.
Well, mainly on my Mark Stone Limited channel because I'm uploading daily on that one.
Sorry, can you say that again, please, Mark?
I'm uploading daily videos on my Mark Stone Limited channel.
Oh, right, okay. And what do they consist of? What are you talking about on your channel?
Just mainly like when I've been at work and work-related stuff, and
right.
when I'm taking apart stuff, helping people out.
Good.
Courses.
Yeah.
But not all jobs I do because some I have to keep off YouTube.
Yep, okay, I'm with you. Right, what you chatting in about?
I just want to see how you're going on and ask the family.
All is well, thank you very much. I've got a christening to go to this weekend up in Woodall Spa, so I'll be going up to the the luxury Waterside Media Centre on Saturday night after work. I'll probably get there about 2:30 in the morning. Only thing is I turn the water off now whenever I'm not up there, just in case there's a leak. And to turn the water on at the caravan, you have to go round the side, pull off a bit of wood and turn a tap, which... 2:30 in the morning, and I'm surrounded by little stones, so it's a bit crunches as you walk around, and I'm always concerned that I'm going to wake someone up, and especially if the bloke next door to me is there, and they hear someone sort of virtually next to their caravan as well, so they might think there's something like a burglar or something like that. So I must let them know next time I'm up here that, look, I usually get up here at this time, so if you hear crunching, it's probably me turning my water back on. Yeah. All right?
I see karaoke.
All going all right, yeah. Tuesday could be a lot busier, to be honest. We're struggling with numbers there, to be honest. We're a little bit far away from the tube station, but the other nights were all right. I say the other nights were all right. Saturday was a bit funny. It was quiet Saturday, but the Fridays are always good. Actually, Fridays and Saturdays are usually all right. It's just this week it was a little bit quiet,
I see, I've been busy this week.
Yeah, fingers crossed, Mark.
Yeah. I've just been making a load of wooden tables and selling them on.
You're making wooden tables?
Yeah, they've been making all sorts of sizes for people local to me, saying.
Oh, is that like a similar? Table. Is that like a similar thing to what George does?
No, near enough, yeah.
Oh, okay. Good. Well, it's good to keep busy, my friend.
Yeah, and then just been making some other stuff out of metal I've been collecting. I've been making little sculptures out of them.
Little what?
Like making say like for example you wanted a pencil holder, I'll make it out of steel wire.
Sorry, if you wanted a what?
Say like for example you wanted a pencil holder, like something to hold your pens in or something.
A pencil holder, yes.
Yeah. I started making like out of scrap. Started making stuff like to make stuff out of.
And what would you make that out of? Toilet rolls?
No, like metal.
Oh, metal work.
Yeah.
So do you get to use
like that steel wire? What comes in there? I'll make some out of steel wire or something.
So if you work with metal work, do you do soldering and all that business?
Not a lot of stuff. No, only a bit. Just starting low first, and then learning how to do welding and stuff.
Right. Welding. Okay. Wow. Wow. I'm a bit frightened of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's dangerous. Yeah.
I've seen this spot welding. You know where they... I might be wrong here. I'm sure they attach a lead to the car bodywork. Like a...
Right.
And then... That's one. I might be completely wrong here. There's enough blokes here to tell me if I'm being wrong here. But when you do spot welding, do you not attach a crocodile clip to the one bit of metal, which could be the car, and then this other it's like a soldering iron, and the other terminal of the battery or the power is attached to that, and then when you put the two together, it welds it together. I might be completely wrong with that. I don't know. But
you're right, yeah.
I get a bit frightened with stuff like that.
Yeah, it's dangerous in the wrong hands.
Yeah. I don't like watching... You know when you see these YouTube videos and films and things, and they're making stuff out of molten metal?
Yeah.
And they've got this thing and they pour it into this thing and they make something. I wouldn't want to be near... And sometimes the metal seems to catch fire, or you get flames coming from it, of sparks. I don't like anything like that at all. No, it scares me a little bit. I don't like fire. Fire worries me a bit.
Right.
Anyway, Mark, nice to talk to you tonight.
Cheers.
Cheerio. Thanks for calling. There we are, Mark calling in there, boys and girls. We're going to close the phone line now. My darlings, all right? Because time is getting... Oh, it's 5:10. Look at the time. Okay, phone line's closed. If you call in now, you'll get an answer phone, all right? Vera, tell Mark Stone I watch his videos. There you go, Mark. Vera watches your videos. There you go. Also, on the subject of the pies, Man's Pie and Mash Shop used to be in one in Walthamstow as well, but it closed its door after 100 years. It's a shame. Why is that? Did they all start going to McDonald's? It's not the same, is it? You go in a pie and mash shop, you won't be hungry afterwards. And you don't get that oily taste in your mouth. You know that oily taste every time you have a McDonald's. It's vile, isn't it? Greg, it's the earth clamp. Right. So the earth thing goes on the car. Surely you must disconnect the battery when you do that, do you? I mean, I might be... I think I know what that is. Let's see if anyone's answering that. There we are. Jump out, earth-wired crystal metal. So, when you say the earth-wired, does that mean the negative? Khalib, Project Man, will be able to teach me these things. Oh, it's not going to work on my car. There's no holes in my car that need fixing, thank you. There's my nephew, Gary, Project Man. Khalib, it's hard work teaching me to do anything like that. I tend to walk off. I've got to help him fix my fence. I showed you the fence earlier, didn't I? If you joined us late, let me show you. The fence has come down at the caravan. That was in the storm. So I've got to get that fixed. So I'm going to put posts on there. And I have offered to help my nephew, but I'm not sure whether he actually wants my help or to be left alone. I did ask him if I needed to buy another tube of No More Nows, but he did seem a little bit disinterested in that for some reason. I don't know why. Park Nest. The ground lead is for MIG or what's MIG? I don't know what that is, MIG. Thank you, Park Nest. Or stick welding. Would love to see Chris with a welder in his hand, says Rumble Bumble. I'd love to have a scaffolder in my hand, to be honest. Or anywhere else that he might want to be. Thank you, Rumble Bumble. Spot welding is a bit different. Yeah, I don't really know. Disconnect the battery. I thought you'd disconnect the battery, yeah, because it'd blow up, wouldn't it? So from what you lot are saying there, you would connect the earth cable to the metalwork of the car. So that other stick thing you've got, it's like a metal stick, isn't it? That would be connected to a positive. So that when you're doing it, yeah, I get that now. So the current makes the weld. Does it? Do you actually have to put anything on there as well? So if you've got like a piece of car, and you've got to join the two together, do you just push them together and then attack and then push it with that metal thing, or do you have to put something there like solder? Does that require anything like that? I'm learning here. I'm learning. You're teaching me something today. Yeah. Thank you very much. I've learned something today. Wow. Yeah. I don't like it. And they have to have those masks on because of all the bright lights and protecting their eyes, don't they? I don't like it. Rumble Bumble, is a McDonald's breakfast every morning okay? No, it's not. Get yourself a box of cornflakes or something, or the stuff. Go and get yourself some bacon and eggs and cook that. Dear me. Parkness, you should check out Dumpton. It's a spoof on Trumpton. I've not heard of that. Dumpton. Let's write that down. Dumpton. Thank you, Parknest. I quite like the sound of that. Scrolling up a little bit. Right, okay. I'm back down to the bottom. Let's see about this welding. Anyone else want to mention the welding at all? Quickly. There we are. Parknest. My welding is like pigeon poo. Is it not very good? Hello to Matt Martins. Hello, Matt. He's in Canada. Hello, Matt. Hope your family's okay there, Matt. All right. I started playing the organ now again. I changed churches because they needed someone. It's been a while since we saw you. In January, December it was, I popped into my local church and they had no one. And we had 4 people, so I swapped churches and started playing for them. But the old organist has come back now, so we've got a mini rota going on there. Thank you. Dumpton is on the Victoria Lucas channel. Is it? Okay. Thank you very much. Don't know that. MIG is metal inert gas. I'm sorry. I don't know what that is either. Don't know that at all, I'm afraid. Khalib, stick to your no more nails. It's a lot easier. Yeah, it is. Even stuff I've put up with that seems to fall down eventually. I'll have to get a man in. I actually want the bedroom decorated at the moment and the living room. And I'm a bit funny with people coming into the house, to be honest. Okay, now, listen, it's 10:15. So I want to get through my bag of shopping, which I've been trying to show you. This is all from... I've been to Primark today. I didn't really intend to go. I went to town for something completely different, a cake actually. And I went to Primark. Oh, I'll just have a look in there, you know. And if you've just joined us, I'll go through these other 2 items again. I bought a shirt. This is for my nephew's little boy's anniversary, christening. Okay. Yeah, that was, what did I say that was? £6? £6 for a white shirt. How can you go wrong with this stuff? All right. I've got a pair of shorts here. Why have they given me this thing? Yeah, that was £6. Pair of shorts. So cheap. I bought this pair of swimming shorts. I could do with another couple of pairs. These were £5. £5 for these. Made, here we are. Made using recycled plastic, they are. I quite like the colour. Yeah, I like the colour of those. I might even test them out tomorrow in the pool. I bought a new pair of trackies. There we go. £6. £6. If my younger nephew was watching, I'd be doing his nut. Oh, he's got to have the design. Well, I don't know if he does that anymore, actually. He used to have designer. He would only have designer label stuff. You know, pair of trainers, £180. I love to smell that. Now, what is this made out of recycled plastic? Yes, made using recycled plastic, it says. So we've got a pair of those. And I've got new knickers. New knickers. £7 for those. Now, these are cotton, hopefully. I didn't even check. Cotton, there we are, cotton. You can't have blooming what's it? Polyestone? You can't have polyester pants. No. So cotton, they're £7. So all those, and it come to Oh, £28.50. Sorry, I got it wrong. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 7, 8, 9, 20, 21. Yeah, £28.50 for all those. Well pleased about that. It's all right, isn't it? Is that 5 items? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 items. £28.50 for all that. It's good, isn't it? And then while I was there, I got to tell you, and I mentioned this to you last week. Oh, hang on a minute. Vera says, it's all the litter that you've been collecting. All the litter I've been collecting. Yeah, it all goes to Primark and they make clothes out of it. Not only, so I'm collecting their raw materials for them. And while I was there, okay, hang on a minute. 1 minute. I hope Chris doesn't wear the shorts to the christening. Why not? Funnily enough, we've got a Moss Bros in town. I was going to buy a little bit of a suit. It's closed. It's not empty, but every time I've gone past it in the last week, it's been closed. So I think they haven't got any staff. I don't know why it's closed, but I mean, I've got enough jackets. I've now got a white shirt, and I think I'll probably wear jeans, actually. I've got decent jeans are okay, these days for things like that, I think. Matt Martin says, glad to hear you're involved, still involved with the organ. Some good news at my end. Now involved with a congregation that follows Messianic Judaism. Oh, I don't know what that is. Messianic Judaism. My faith has never been stronger. Can I just type that in to have a little look at that? Because I do all the all religions I'm interested in. Messianic Judaism is some element. Oh, hang on. What have I done now? Donate to Wikipedia. I don't think so, darling. Is a modern syncretic. I don't know what that is. Syncretism is the combining of different beliefs and various schools of thought. Syncretism involves the merging or assimilation of several originally discrete traditions, especially in the theology and mythology of religion. So they join some of them up. Interesting. It's a modern syncretic Christian religion movement that incorporates some elements of Judaism and Jewish tradition with evangelical Christianity. Interesting. Well, good luck with that. Yeah, wow. I'm glad your faith is strong. Thank you, Matthew, for that one. Okay. Who says this? Size L, yeah, and a bit. Excuse me, Gary Ross. I think that's it, is it? I like to be here better than pub night. Thank you, Mark. Bar mitzvah's a speciality. Oh, I went to my mate's son's bar mitzvah. It was a few years ago now. That was wonderful. They spend a fortune on those. Absolute fortune they spend on bar mitzvahs. It's interesting. Father Danny, who's our priest, he often talks about other religions. He's very liberal, actually, with some of the stuff he talks about. Very, very liberal. Talks about the Jewish religion sometimes, Muslim religion, and I discovered only a couple of weeks ago, he was chatting away about the Muslim. Apparently Jesus is the second. Have we got any Muslims watching today? Jesus is apparently the second most important prophet in their book, the Quran. The Quran. The second most important person apparently is Jesus. Perhaps someone will correct me if I'm wrong there. It's quite interesting to find out about how other beliefs and all that. And you should encompass, I think, all people's religions and respect them. That's what I think anyway. George says, are you short? It's what? Try that again. It don't make sense. George, please. Right. All right. So, yes. So there's my clothes from there. And while I was there, here it comes. While I was there, I thought I'd pop into Le Hotel Chocolat while I was there and see if they had any eggs yet. And they have. If you've got one of these near you, they've got half-priced, really nice Easter eggs in there. Okay, and there's still the big ones, the really big ones. They've still got them in there. Okay, and there's a lot of them. So if you're still looking for a bargain and you want a top quality Easter egg, go here. Now, I can't lie to you, I still prefer the taste of Cadbury's or Galaxy or even Maltesers chocolate over this chocolate. But there is a couple of things in there. I quite like their caramel chocolate, and one of the things on offer is this, and I've actually saved half for you this time. Okay, these are half price. At £5 instead of £10. I wouldn't give you £10 for these. And you get 2 of these in there, right? They do different flavours. This is caramel egg sandwich, which of course is not mayonnaise. A little bit disappointed with the plastic packaging, I'll be honest. Might even write them a letter about that. Because many of the eggs, as you saw as we talked about in last week's show, their packaging is all cardboard. Cadbury's, and Maltesers eggs I've had this year, and the pack all cardboard, no plastic at all, just that little bit of metal stuff that they put around the outside, recyclable. So why they've used this, disappointing on the hotel chocolate there, right? But here it is, and I can tell you this is caramel, and it smells. I could sit here and eat this now, and the only thing stopping me eating this now is that I'm going to have dinner. A bit late today, but I'm going to have a burger and some baked beans when we finish the show today. But that's going to cost you £5, and there's 2 of these. This is hollow, incidentally. It's not solid, the egg thing. The chocolate is solid. Oh, I love caramel. Because what they do these little caramel, I don't know what you call them, bars. And they're about as thick as that. They're probably a bit thinner, actually. And they are £4, right? I think £4 or maybe £4.50. These are on special offer at a £5, and you're probably getting about 2.5 times as much chocolate. So as these are on a special offer, I wouldn't pay a tenner for this. These are half price. They were a tenner for 2 bits of that. Okay, but they're half price now. And as I say, if you pop into your hotel chocolate, if you've got one near you, and they've still got those offers on at the moment, okay? Park Nest says plastic is fine if it's disposed of responsibly. Yeah, but the trouble is most people don't dispose. Well, I don't know about most people, but a lot of people don't. That's the majority of the stuff I find when I'm doing litter picking. Park Nest is plastic. I used to do litter picking on Saturdays. I do a sort of 2.5 hours to 3 hours on Saturday, and during the week a couple of times when I walk up to the swimming pool, I'll take a bag with me and collect stuff on the way to the swimming pool, which puts about half an hour onto the journey. But I quite like doing that. Hello to Christina Hunt. Good evening, Christina. Bit late, darling. We're nearly finished now, my love. And Rowan Riley's there. Hello, Rowan. Chocolate and caramel. Go on, Rowan. You know you want it. You know you want it. Get down to your local hotel chocolate. Half price, £5. You can't go wrong. All right. And George says, your shorts look a bit gay. Why do they look gay? I tell you what, they're not tight in any way, shape or form. The trouble is I don't really wear underpants. And, I think I might have to wear underpants with these because they're a bit, do you know what I mean? Alrighty. Okay, I'm going to go now, boys and girls. Thanks ever so much for joining us for the show today. Some lovely phone calls we've had this evening. Thanks for joining us. And we'll do another show for you next week. We'll be coming from the Lincolnshire, the luxury Waterside Media Centre in Lincolnshire for you next Wednesday. And hopefully, if I get permission from my nephew, because I'll ask him first, I'll be able to show you a little video of the christening as well in Woodall Spa. All right, tomorrow morning, what are you doing tomorrow morning? How about joining us for my radio show? It's great fun. We don't really do anything serious. There it is. Tomorrow morning, just after 9 o'clock. The Chris Reardon radio show, reachonair.com. If you want to listen on the lady speaker, you know her name, Miss Amazon herself, then all you got to do is say, Miss Amazon, using her word, play radio station Reach on Air. Say it like that. Play radio station Reach on Air, and she'll burst into life and you'll hear my voice and music. All right? Have a nice evening. The rest of what's left. Time for my dinner. Now, should I have the beans and burger? And this afterwards, I wonder. See you soon. Bye-bye.